Phaedra, my kid's crying, but you don't know what the you're talking about. Man, Johnson, let's go. Dunk on someone. Oh!
Frank. Second free throw for Brooks. It's off! It's off!
Passes the business. Biombo!
Mikhail has it! Oh, come on, baby. 4 seconds.
I didn't even know SSBBW existed.
Oh, shit!
You said both cheeks were gonna be spread.
I beat the shit out of Aaron Carter.
Cam Johnson, deep three! Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go!
Looking for somebody.
Oh, what the fuck? What just happened? What just happened?
Welcome, everybody. Suns Valley Live. Big game tonight. Big game tonight. Well, today. Early day game, 2:30. I thought it was going to be noon. Luckily, it's just a 2:30 game. How you guys doing? Everybody chilling today? Everybody excited? First things first, man. Tell me in the comments, who do you guys think is going to win? Not who do you want to win. I know who you probably want to win. But who do you think is going to win? Are the Suns going to be able to pull this off and just go ahead and clamp down and do what they're supposed to do? Or are they going to get cooked again? Brandon Katz, what's going on? Says, I bet Crowder over 9.5 points. He's rolling and usually plays his best games like this. I saw that, man, and I thought about it. I almost bet Crowder, but I just felt weird about betting that Crowder's hot streak would continue. But that is something I'm going to keep an eye on today, man. That's something I was already going to be paying attention to. Let's see if this game has started, because it's got to be getting close. These early games, they normally start on time. So I'm really hoping. But no, still at commercial, so let's chat. What up, Roy? Roy, what is this about you're going to Gary, if you're in the chat, if you're saying Suns win big, then we need to put like a little bit down, man. Throw a little bit down for me. Because they've only got the Suns -3, so hook it up. But yeah, what is this, Roy, about you going to a picnic? A picnic when the Suns are in the playoffs? Oh yeah, it is Mother's Day picnic. Damn, mothers really. They really have us by the short hairs, not in a sexual way, but I mean, they just, you know, I mean, I'm calling my mom after the game. I talked to her last night for a while on the phone, so I'll be calling her after the game, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would at least minimum have my phone out watching it the whole time. Babbling, dabbling mom in the house. What's going on, mom? Says we need to play Holiday over Payne. I 100% agree. At least, how about this? Let's give Payne a chance today. Let's see what he can do. And if he's bad in the first stint, I say we go ahead and let Holiday go out there. Obviously, that's going to be up to Monty, but I don't think that Monty is completely against making changes like that. I've seen him do it before. What up, Lunkers? Rally the Vizali. Man, it's a big game. It's a big game. Because think about it. If Dallas is able to pull it off again, get another dub, it's 2-2. Just like you remember last year, they went into the Clippers' house, took the first 2, came back and gave up 2 at home. I don't know. I just don't like these series. I want them to be quick and easy. Just once. Can I get one quick and easy series during the playoffs instead of having to sweat everything out? Iverson, we're gonna be fine, man. This is like the Pelicans. Those were scary hours. But as of right now, I don't feel like this is scary. It's just annoying. But I did want to mention, I know a lot of people were going in on the referees. And don't get me wrong, the referees were terrible. But I didn't personally feel like the referees cost us the game. I felt like we cost ourselves the game. But you go into the post-game coverage, and even Booker was like, well, I guess the NBA, they like seeing games. Players or the fans want to see more games, so they decided we're going to play more basketball. And I thought that was kind of dismissive. And I know he gets pretty salty, and that's cool and everything, but I don't really know if I agree with him that it was the referees. I mean, we played like shit. So, I mean, all those little gimmies that Mikhail missed under the basket, and all those little gimmies that DA missed that he never misses. I mean, I don't think it was refs. What do you guys think? Do you guys think the refs cost us the game? Because I think the refs were equally terrible for both teams. I don't know. I always call out the refs, man. I'm always talking shit on the refs. This was just one of those games that I didn't even really notice the refs being one-sided. They were terrible, but one-sided? I didn't see it. Just curious as to what y'all think. And this game will not start. No game in front of it, and they're still 11 minutes behind. Why? Why is this happening? Ugh. But I'll tell you, that does give me a second here to tweet this bad boy out and send it out to Discord. If you guys are not in our Discord and you'd like to be, hit us up. I don't know if it's open right now, but we can open it up. We can get you an invite. It's a pretty chill Discord. Let's see, paste. Pop this little thumbnail up there. Like, don't you guys think that the game should have started by now? Like, I get it if there's a game in front and they're trying to, like, milk it for as long as they can and get as many views out of that game as they can. I get that. But for fuck's sake, there's no one even in front of us. Like, what is this? Do they just want to run more commercials? All right. All right. Send this out to Discord now for anybody who's lagging behind that doesn't know what time the game starts. Pop this up, get the scoreboard back up. Solo. What's going on, baby? Malo says Aiton will drop 30. Aye. I don't know, dog. He could drop 25 in the first, and I still don't think they'd give him the ball enough to let him drop 30 total. Well, they're kind of getting close to the game. They're showing highlights of the game. Iverson says, what would I do if we blew another 2-0 lead? Like, blowing it would mean we... What does blowing the lead mean to you, Iverson? Because to me, blowing the lead means we end up losing the series. If we end up losing the series after being up 2-0, I could think about some changes. Okay, you say losing the series. Yeah, then I could definitely think about some changes. I don't think they would make any changes, but I would definitely think about them. This whole Dwight Powell, Maxi Kleber shooting routine is the most sus thing I've ever seen in my life. Anybody see that? Wow, you think Campaign and Bridges and Ayton dancing all over the court the entire pregame is sus? Look at what Kleber and Powell just did. That was embarrassing. Well, it damn sure wouldn't be Terry Stotts, Iverson. Think we all know that. You wouldn't be able to make it half of a season with Stotts as your coach. You really would have a funeral. All right, here we go. Team's getting ready. Luka slamming a couple of quick cheeseburgers before he walks out onto the court. His pre-game ritual. Brandon says he expects Phoenix to be sharper since the Warriors blew out Memphis. Phoenix doesn't want to be playing games when the Warriors are resting. It looks like the Warriors win in 5 with Morant possibly hurt. Great point, man. That needed to be brought up as well. We'll have to talk about that later. Supposed to get your boy Gary and your boy Sundo in here at some point also. Tip off. They throw it directly to Powell, but Ayton reaches over and gets it. That was interesting. CP3, screen from Crowder, kicks it to Booker. He pulls a 3 and connects immediately, just like last game. He hit a couple of threes right off the bat. It's cool to see him locked in like this, though. Shooting-wise. Doncic gets it back from Finney. Alley-oop to Finney. Chris Paul is just standing in the paint. And they call him for a foul. I need to see this again. I need to see exactly if Chris Paul fouled him. Yep, Chris Paul fouled Finney on the alley-oop. Finney gets it to Doncic. Screen from Powell. Rocks McHale. They get into the corner to Bullock for 3, and he connects. He connects. I don't know what Elfrid Payton is telling Monty right now. CP3 backing down Bullock. Hand off to Book. Thought about another 3. Alley-oop to Ayton. In and out. He smoked an alley-oop because he didn't dunk it. He tried to gently lay it in from above the cup. Why? Bullock shoots another 3 and misses. What up, Chief? Booker got Brunson on him. Waves off a screen, drives around Brunson and pulls, oh my God, pulls up baseline. Mid-range 2 is good. Is this a Booker game? What's going on, Diego? Doncic with the crossover. Doncic with the floater. No resistance. It's good. Booker. Trapped. They're trapping him. Brunson and Luka doubling him. They're like, look, we've already had enough. Booker throws it off of Brunson's knee out of bounds. Yeah, Ayton. Okay, Luka just ran at Ayton and did a floater, and Ayton didn't even put his hand. Like, he put his hand up, but he didn't run. He didn't move his feet. Bridges with the ball. Got little Brunson on him. Making his way to the rack. Gets beat. A terrible reverse layup by McHale. He gets beat. Not by Brunson, but... oh, my goodness. But by Powell. And they're calling Luka for some kind of offensive foul. They're calling somebody for an offensive foul. It looked like it could have been a flop. It also looked like he could have gotten rocked there. And we've got your boy... Spurs fan Gary in the house. What's good, bro? You got your mic turned up?
Yeah, I think so. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, you sound good. Ayton. Not that good. Let's not be ridiculous. Ayton finishes. Have you watched any of it yet? Brunson floater is good over Ayton. Ayton is not trying to block shots, folks. He's acting pretty soft. Another foul on Luka.
Did you get a bet in?
Yeah, I did. I
already hit all mine.
Oh, wow. That was quick.
Yep.
Man. Booker shooting the technical foul. There was a tech? I got to listen to this. I mean, that's crazy they didn't call that on Ayton, but Ayton was just standing there. I mean, Luka... Wow. You see that?
Yeah, I mean, what was the call?
No, they called it a flop.
Oh, really?
Yeah, or so, I think they called it a flop.
Which he did.
Yes, but you never see that.
No.
Sundo going to be on the way in a few minutes. That's what's up. Go on.
Way worse flops that don't get called.
Right. And then here, wow. Booker, offensive foul, hits Fat Boy Luka in the chest, sends him sliding, and he's got another mean mug to add to the repertoire. How do you feel about Luka's mean mug?
I don't care. The individual things of players doesn't bother me as much as it bothers you.
I'm not hating on it. I'm just wondering.
No,
I mean,
but like a lot of the things where you like don't like about him, or
it's not bugging me. I've said it several times. He's earning these mean mugs. Luka with the step back three. Luka feeling good now. That little anger might have warmed him up. Crowder tries to flop a three, throws it off the backboard. That's what you get, you cuck. Why would you shoot that? Luka, deep three, no good. Long rebound, nobody except for Mavs there to grab it. Finney Smith for a three. It's good. 13-8. Man.
that escalated quickly.
Didn't it, though? So now, this game I've seen Mikhail take it to the rack when he didn't need to and force a layup, a reverse layup that got beat off the glass. I've seen Crowder pump fake an open three, wait till he got guarded, and then try to launch himself for a foul.
Who, Crowder?
I've seen just like a couple plays ago, I've seen Ayton go up for an alley-oop, have his hands above the rim, and he tries to drop it in like there's some electrical current running through the fucking rim, and he's scared to touch it. And it clangs around and bounces out. An alley-oop, Gary!
So are they starting this game like they did the other one, or just...
Yup.
Really?
Exactly. Booker comes out and hits two really quick shots. A three, comes down, hits a mid-range. So now he has it going, and now no one else is going to get it going, it seems like. And Ayton didn't... Huh? Booker.
Who, Booker? That's exactly how I started the other game.
Exactly.
What are you talking about, man? Then you come out and get Ayton going.
Well...
Paul and Booker can easily get it going when they... Well, I don't know about Paul, but for the most part.
Yeah. Paul seems like they've really fucked him up this series. Props to the Mavs. Whatever they're doing, it's better than what the Pelicans were doing to him. At least from an assist standpoint. They're taking Chris Paul's assists and shoving them up his ass. He hasn't broken 10 assists this series.
I think he will today.
He averaged 13. No, I don't. Because what they're doing to him is working. They're keeping him from orchestrating. You know.
Don't you think the coach of the year will adjust to that, though?
He's not the coach of the year. He's just the coach that has the best team this year.
Well.
Iverson said DA embarrassing himself in front of his mother. Oh, if only we could get that message to Ayton, maybe wake him up a little bit. What did you put down on the game? Did you do any prize picks?
Yeah. Hang on, I'll look it up in a second. I'll put it in real quick.
We're going to put in some kind of halftime bet.
I put you in for $1,000 on the Suns, and I did.
Perfect. That's what I wanted to do. You know, Chipotle doesn't look bad at all.
I hate Chipotle, man.
You don't like Chipotle?
No.
What's wrong with you?
Remember when Chris lived in those apartments by the Chipotle up here by my house?
Yeah.
Way back. Them guys used to go there like every other day and eat it. I'd go there a couple times with them. It was just,
Yeah.
I think I've had it once since then, and that was, 20 years ago almost?
Booker's got it, guarded by Bullock, who decided to change his name from Bullock to Bullock this season. Paul, pick and roll, gets it to Crowder for three. No good.
The shot actually looked good.
It did look like it was going in. That's crazy. Luka. Screen from Powell. A hard screen from Powell. A floater from Luka, again, where Ayton doesn't try to block it. Ayton is full pussy mode right now. All the way. No energy. Jeb Bush.
Low energy Ayton.
That's a fucking foul on Powell.
That's a good one. That was a good pump fake.
Yeah, he got him. Watch Ayton. Watch Ayton. Oh, you're gonna do a floater? Well, let me not try to stop that. Luka just got tacked. Or Crowder.
It looks like Booker.
Sorry, I meant to say Booker. I meant to say Booker.
I wonder if they're calling for elbowing Powell. If they're gonna say that was a foul. And
Did Powell really flop his way into a technical?
I don't think he flopped. I think he got hit, but I mean, it's because he jumped into him.
That's a fucking flop!
He barely got the side.
He barely even grazed him, and it was late. These refs, I'm not even saying, look, I'm not even saying that these refs are rigging it against us. All I'm saying is these refs don't belong in the NBA. That is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. If you can be so easily manipulated, you should have money stripped from you every time it happens.
Like, that was way more of a flop than the Luka one that they called a flop.
Luka.
That's what I was talking about last game.
Finally, they trap Luka.
Bad.
Finney Smith shoots. Finney Smith misses, thank God. Hey, Chris Paul, do you still play for the team? No? Gives it to Book. Book goes up the court and gets bailed out because he traveled. You see that?
No. I'm sorry, dude. I'm
Pay better attention. Gee, man. I don't have enough gummies in my system for this shit. That's becoming apparent. Like, what an absolute bitch move by that ref to get fooled like that, dude. Sad.
Yeah.
Booker, free throw.
I don't even know that it. Last game we were talking about, they just blow the whistles based on like
Reactions. Yeah. Chris King says refs destroying this game from the first minute. Hey, just hope they keep destroying it both ways.
Or not.
Booker, close out. Kleba open in the corner. Kleba wide open. Kleba wide open.
14 and a half total points rebounds.
Booker, mid-range, no good. Ayton gets out-rebounded by Kleba, who also claims he took an elbow to the back of the head. It worked for the other goon. Why won't it work for me, he says. Luka working on Ayton. Ayton looking as slow-footed as a sloth. Wide open. 3 for Bullock. Wide open. The defense from the Suns is pathetic, and I already feel like the Suns, like, I never call a game this quick, but this looks like an L for the Suns. Chris Paul gets a rare phantom assist, passing it to Ayton. Luka backing down Bridges. Kicks it. And there's a foul on who?
Yeah.
On who? Dude, they can't get the bonus here quick enough, can they? It's like, I don't think this has got to be close to a record calls this early into a game.
Especially for a playoff game. You think if anything they'd be letting them go.
There were like 3 or 4 calls before you got in the stream, bro. This isn't even the half of it. I ain't even trying to charge you for that. CP3 pick and roll with Ayton. That's a novel concept I haven't seen in a coon's age. He kicks it out to Bridges for 3, but there's a foul. A foul on Ayton. He got too close to Luka's fat gut. I hope that Luka's able to live through this game, bro, because Luka looks like he's half dead already. The poor guy is taking a beating. He looks like the guy that jumped on stage and tried to tackle fucking Dave Chappelle.
What did he even get hit?
No one knows.
Well, it was bad. Did you see how quick it dropped him to the floor? It must have been vicious.
Oh, man. I'm going to overdose on gummies. Crowder hurts his ankle. Driving and trying to kick it out to your boy Ayton, throws it 4 feet over his head and out of bounds. Crowder needs to come out of the game. It's 5-on-4 because Monty didn't call a timeout. Monty didn't think a 5-on-4 would have been a time to call a timeout before the inbounds. Before the inbounds.
Well, he probably didn't know then.
You couldn't see him laying on the ground, writhing in pain, holding his ankle?
I missed it. He needs to wear brighter colors.
Seriously. And don't worry, guys. Dallas comes down the court and slaps a 3. It's a good thing Salty's in the hospital right now because he's going to need medical intervention. I wish I was watching this game in the hospital bed right now. He had some, he was like low on, he's good. He was low on electrolytes and, they were thinking it might have been some of the shit he was going through last year. Shout out to Salty, everybody. Salty's doing okay, I think. Knock on wood, you know. Romp says Chris Paul better get 15 points for me. Yeah. I don't know about all that, Romp. In fact, I made the same bet you did. And we're both cooked. Mm-hmm.
I took his assists.
I think I need him to get 16 points. You know? Oh my God, dude. This is an absolute shit show. Connor, the Suns can't breathe anywhere near a Mavs jersey without getting a foul call. And if they foul you, but then they limp away from fouling you, they'll say, "You're hurt? Come here, sir. You're hurt? Well, this isn't right. We need to call a technical. Something must have happened. Let's not review it and find out if you're lying. Let's call the technical and ask questions later. Later, we'll come out and say we made a mistake that will have no effect on the game."
This doesn't seem right, man. This thing shows 3 fouls on Dallas and 4 on Phoenix.
Yeah, I think they called that flop by Luka a foul remarkably.
Yeah, but
remarkably.
Foul right away on the other end, right after that.
I thought so, but maybe they don't call the technical. Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe. It's not a personal foul for a tech, is it?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, dude. All I know is the refs are blowing this shit. The refs are making calls that just make them look bad. You know?
The game. Like the game can't get going.
This isn't the game. This is just a product of what they're calling, dude. This is gross. Gross. So Crowder, I don't know how, that didn't even look like an ankle injury, but something happened there. He didn't twist it. Dude, what's that?
I don't know.
Maybe he hurt his shin or something.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering if it was like a higher ankle or.
It didn't look like his Achilles necessary, but maybe.
If it's his Achilles, he would have grabbed his calf.
Yeah, he would have grabbed it the back. All right, guys, CP3 bringing it up. Guarded by Bullock, full court. Trying to play a little Pelicans offense. Nice pass to Ayton. Ayton with the floater. Smokes the floater. Touches it above the rim, they say, which I don't know if he did, but, you know, going the other way. Hey, Ayton, how about less weird facial expressions and more he didn't even come close to touching the ball over the rim, bro. Like none of that. I don't know what what drug are these refs on right now? Did they drink a quart of ayahuasca? Are they going to start pissing and shitting and puking all over the court?
That's an offensive foul for sure.
I agree with you, Salty. Ayton is playing like a bitch right now.
He wants it reviewed.
That's not a chicken wing, right? Wow, they actually called it. Ayton, down to McHale, throws it at his fucking knees, and McHale's able to finally put it back in. But, Connor, I know that's what they're saying, but did you see the review? Did it look like that? No. Luka, back to Kleba. Ayton guarding Luka. Luka blows by him like he doesn't weigh 285. And Ayton doesn't chase it down for a block. Ayton stops following him. And just lets him get a wide open layup.
I don't know why he doesn't roll, man. He's got Bullock on him at the top. Just roll the basket. When you see that after the screen.
Watch Ayton here. Watch Ayton. Says, go get him. Yelling to Crowder to go get him. You go get him. You're the one that let him by. They're not centers. Chase him down and block that shit. Yeah, Salt, you should turn it off, bro. This is there's not even really words for this. Luka to the rack, kicks it back to Kleba. Don't worry, there isn't a person with him in a quarter mile. Luckily, he finally misses. Cam Johnson for three. Thank Christ Almighty, he hits.
How nice would it be for you guys if he finally wakes up?
Who?
Cam.
Who's that? You talking about Campaign? Because I don't even know who Cam Johnson is anymore. I've never heard of him. Luka crossing up Campaign. Why is Campaign guarding him? Ask Monty. Gets it to Finney Smith for three. Bucket!
That was good defense by Payne. Let's hear you say something nice about Campaign for a second.
I ain't saying shit about him unless you fucking start scoring.
Man. They're like, man, Gabe's mad at us, and their spirits are all down.
Well,
you know they listen to the podcast.
Booker working on Kleba's, got him dancing. Turn around, tougher than life, fadeaway, can't hit. Back iron, 18-29. Dinwiddie over to Bullock, back to Dinwiddie. Hezzy blows past Ayton, foul on Ayton. This is just this is sad, man.
Weird.
But hey, weird, props to the Mavs. They're doing what they have to do. They're playing great basketball right now through the bad calls both ways. It's impressive, man. I didn't know that they were going to have this much fight in them, so good on them for having it. Ayton's tapping the refs on the shoulder. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You gave me some good calls. I appreciate it. You'll give me some good calls later. Thank you.
Doncic.
Hits. 31-18. Campaign with the ball.
Campaign's about to take this game over. Don't worry, man.
Kicked it to McGee. Hand off to Booker. Booker driving. Nice pass to McGee. McGee fouled and he finishes.
Nice.
That was a really good finish from McGee, man. Wow, Crowder is back and looks like he wants to play. Dude, I didn't understand what could have happened to Crowder. You know, his ankle didn't roll. His foot didn't even slide or buckle. Yeah.
With the replay, like you said.
McGee shoots the free throw and hits and one. Suns down 10. And hey, look, this time we're not in the fourth quarter when we're down 10. So maybe we'll have some time. Dinwiddie kicks it down to Luka, backing up Booker. Half spin, in and out on the fadeaway. That looked good. A little dream shake. Booker kicks it back to McGee. Whew, almost gets it stolen by Luka. Payne, way too fast, kicks it to an open Booker in the corner for three. No good. Really good pass. And McGee comes down for a rebound, bumps into Luka, which sends Luka flying onto another continent. And now he's getting another foul call. Oh, man. Eugenius says Luka has just not been it. I agree, man.
Says what?
He says Devin has just not been it.
You keep screwing up everybody's names, dude. You got
I'm that furious. I'm that furious.
Fired up.
Dinwiddie into the corner to the Orc Man. Orc Man for three.
Don't leave that dude open, man. Well, don't leave half these dudes open. I don't understand why the perimeter defense is so bad. Not only are they not moving much without the ball on offense, they're not rotating very well at all on defense.
Cam Johnson pulls a mid-range and misses. Dinwiddie to the rack, no good. McGee with the rebound. Why he's kicking it to Cam Johnson to bring it up, I'll never know. Campaign hands it off to Book. Drives left. Tough shot by Booker on Luka. Good defense by Luka. Really stood him up.
Did you take anything of Booker's?
Points. Luka gets a screen. Yeah. Luka, little three in Johnson's face. No good. Booker with 37 seconds. I think he'd like a 2-for-1, but he gets fouled by Frank Ntilikina.
It was bad, too, to see him. He was thriving in pain.
No, I mean, he got bumped, but I don't know if that's much of a foul.
That's what I'm, like, they can be fouls, but these guys got to just, like, they're so ingrained with trying to sell everything that it's like.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe that's because, like it's the playoffs, so they expect them to play tougher defense. So, you know, you have to really sell it to make the fouls look worse than they are. Booker shoots the free throw. It's in. It looked like it was going to pop out. 36 seconds. Dallas has 34 points. Phoenix with 25. First quarter coming to an end. It does not look like the Mavs are going to go for a 2-for-1. Dinwiddie into the wing. Gets it back. I know. Back to the Orc Man. The Orc Man for three. Orc Man Bertans. No closeout. No nothing.
No.
Just letting him shoot. Booker on Ntilikina. 5 seconds. Drives past him. Hangs. Floats. Airballs a floater. The Suns are gonna lose this game. Doo-dah. Doo-dah. Suns are gonna lose this game cause they're fucking cucks. No one plays defense. No one gives a fuck. Oh, Iverson, you got any room in that casket? You know? Salty says giving up 37 in the first. Hey, no problem. I'd like to point out that DeAndre Ayton played terrible defense. I can count three. Well, yes. Let me get there. Slow down. We got a whole quarter here to blow through. All right. So DeAndre Ayton is playing like he ate a handful of estrogen pills right at tip-off. Actually, right when he woke up. He refuses to close out on shots, refuses to try to block the ball. You know, I'm sure Sundo was watching the game. Maybe Sundo can give us a good breakdown.
Between me trying to get my PC to work and because I'm on my phone right now.
Mm-hmm.
Between me getting my PC to work and trying to pay attention, the train wreck. It's a train wreck right now.
Train wreck, absolutely. Some might call it a cluster whoops.
You guys think he's going to turn around?
No! No, I don't. No. They spotted them 40 points in the first, man.
Ye of little faith. You'll be all right. We'll be all right.
Can anybody else hear Sundo? Salt says he can't hear Sundo. Anybody else? He said turn.
It just sounds quiet.
I literally can't turn them up anymore. I think I literally can't turn them up.
Well, I'll be there in a few minutes, my guy. It's just it's ridiculous. What's happening right now with my PC? So as soon as this stuff like
man, whenever you're ready.
It's stupid. I'll be there in a minute.
All right, man.
Horsemen.
I mean, as bad as the Suns are playing, as bad as the game is, if they just would step out and play perimeter defense a little bit, it'd be that. You know what I mean?
I don't get it,
How
bro.
many threes do they have already just in the first quarter?
I don't even know what to say, man. Like, this is just this is gross. Absolutely gross, disgusting defense
Smith already has
by the Suns.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They got 8 threes in the first quarter.
What's going on, Alfoy? Alfoy. I thought I almost said Malfoy, like Harry Potter. Alfoy Alonso says it's live or die by the Mavs in the 3-point line. Yeah, but bro, but we're not closing out.
They're on pace to get 36 3-pointers in one game. Obviously not going to keep getting 8, but god damn.
It's embarrassing, man.
Yeah, it's bad. That's bad.
Who else in here? We have some Mavs fans in here. Tyler Patton says, go Mavs. Hey, man, your Mavs look good, dude. They're playing hard. They're impressive right now. Let's hear what Monty has to say.
Be able to stay in front of the ball so we don't have to help as much. They've gotten hot from 3. We got to get a better contested hand, and we got to run them off the line.
You said heading into this game.
Yeah, he said we got to run them off the line. No F. 8 for 13 from 3 for Dallas in the first quarter. Can you even imagine? Brunson pump faking, hanging, no good, no foul. Shamet in the game. Chris Paul over to Crowder, who's back. Crowder with a terrible pass to Shamet. A lazy pass that gets tipped by Dinwiddie and slapped off of Shamet. Out of bounds, it's going the other way. Dinwiddie, screen from Orkman. Dinwiddie, little snatch back to Kleba, back to Dinwiddie, trying to drive past Cam Johnson. Orkman in the corner. Orkman is hot! And look, he's hot, but that time we actually got a hand in his ginger face.
Yeah, but you already let him get 2 wide open ones to get dialed in.
Oh my God, a charge by McGee. Good charge take by Brunson. I think he got there in time. I mean, McGee tried not to.
He started to go around him.
McGee tried not to blow. But I really do think that yeah, I was gonna say I think Brunson might have a mushroom stamp on his forehead right now. I hear you, Salt.
he say?
He said he's not going to be a Suns fan anymore if we get 4-0'd like we did the Bucks. Brunson pulls up the mid-range. No good. Airball or blocked. I can't tell.
You guys get about ready to be Spurs fans then? Is that what you're saying?
Shit. Crowder pulls the three. It's good. In the Orkman's face. Suns down 13.
That dude is one of the worst defenders in the league.
I know, and they're not going after him. They're just leaving him open for three. Orkman, open three. Good! I'm not joking. I didn't make that up. He just did it again. CP3, over to Shamet, back to CP3, screen from McGee. Kicks it to McGee, the floater, so he doesn't blow someone up, and he hits it. 29-43. Dinwiddie to Kleba. Pump fake back to Dinwiddie. Little pick from Kleba. Pulls up from three, does Dinwiddie, and he splashes it.
Why do you say Kleba?
Because that's how you... Yeah. Even though it looks like Kleber.
I ain't doing that.
Paul driving left. Whips to Shammy. Shammy for three. Shammy hits.
Well,
Shammy hits.
Suns probably won't cover.
I mean, Crowder got blown up by a Kleba screen, but I think so, Luke. Lunkers, like I do, man. Like, oh, it didn't count. They're taking that 3-pointer back. Okay.
Yeah, because McGee had a 3-second violation.
Wow. Thank you, JaVale. Orkman finally air balls.
Wow, that was a bad miss.
Yeah. Thank God. Shamit over to McGee. They get it out to Crowder for three. Orkman runs at him, and it's good.
Ball movement.
Crowder hitting the tray ball, 32-46. Booker getting ready to come in. Screen for Dinwiddie, and a foul on Kleba. They are calling him for... Wow, Kleba's got a serious black eye going on. What happened? When did that happen? Crowder is hitting, folks. I can't believe it.
I'm surprised he's still hot from last game.
I know. No, this whole series he's been good, bro. This whole series. He's gotten better and better pretty much every game.
Is that Mel Gibson behind him?
Was it?
No.
Chris Paul got Bullock on him.
Why doesn't he just torch this dude?
Oh my God, bad pass, but Crowder gets it, and Crowder hits a step back three in the corner as he's limping because he's still hurt. I take back everything I've ever said bad about you, Crowder. Dinwiddie pulls the floater and hits. Guys, we got 80 people in here. Had it for a while. Please hit the like button, please. It could help the Suns come back, let's be honest. Booker gets a screen, kicks it back to Cam Johnson, over to Chris Paul. Screen from Ayton. Stripped, gets it down to Ayton. That was a really good pass by Chris Paul, dude. That was a really nice pass. Ayton with the nice finish. Maybe they could get it to Ayton. I don't know. Dinwiddie, step back, good. The Mavs cannot miss from three, dude. Have you ever seen a three-point shooting performance like this?
I've never seen so many uncontested threes.
Bro, this is just so stupid. CP3 fade away.
Did he hit?
Basket interference? No, but that wasn't basket interference on them on that one, but whatever. Okay. I'm in here.
The more threes the Mavs hit, the less mad I'm getting. You know? The more threes they hit, the more I'm just sitting here thinking, look, if they're going to hit every fucking three they take, you're not going to beat them. It doesn't matter if you're the Bucks. It doesn't matter if you're the Prime Warriors. You're not beating the Mavs if they're shooting this many threes.
You're not beating
They're not
anybody.
hitting that many. They're not hitting that many if guys are contesting them.
Shit, Orkman hit one with a hand in his face. Dinwiddie's hit one with a hand in his face. Dinwiddie cooks Cam Johnson the walking L and gets it back. Brunson crossing up DA. Oh, he sauced DA. Gets it to Dinwiddie in the corner. No good. Such a beautiful hezzy by Brunson.
Just a FYI.
All right, man. I'll hop over there and watch it.
We're in the same spot. I was talking to people, who want to join the Discord.
Yeah, but it'd be not. Oh, we are in the same spot.
Yeah, we were basically in the same spot.
Yeah, I'll just keep mine up for now.
All right, bro. So basically, from my understanding is these dudes just can't miss from three, and that just seems to be the case. Like from what I've gathered from messing with my PC and hearing stuff in the background, all I hear is this stupid red-headed beard fuck can not miss a three, right? Is that what's happening right now?
Can't miss.
Okay.
And we will not play defense. We will not close out on the shooters for anything.
Okay.
So we gotta look at these stats, dog. We gotta figure out exactly with the threes, okay? So they have shot 11 for 17. 12 for 19. 65% from three. As a team. Like, you're not beating a team. It doesn't matter. Hand in the face or open. You don't even normally shoot 65% from three when you're being left open.
You don't normally shoot 65% from the field, period.
No. Wow, they keep
shooting a decent percentage, but just not many attempts.
So, I mean, look, man, it's just either eventually they'll go cold and we can catch up, or it's going to be like this all day.
You're right.
Like that kind of game.
That is exactly what it is. We have to hope that they go cold. Ayton with 6 points in the first half. Just the Mavs, whatever they're. I don't.
I
is
turn up my volume.
Bro, is it the Mavs doing it? Like, what is it? What is making Ayton play like this?
I don't know. He's Ayton.
He's just inconsistent, man.
He's not supposed to be inconsistent in the playoffs. He was consistent last year in the playoffs. The first series, he was consistent. And then they just, I don't know.
Hasn't your guys' complaint about him always been the inconsistency and effort?
Yes.
Because, I mean, I don't think anybody doubts his talent and his size and his ability. It's just he plays real timid, or like he doesn't want to be there, or he just goes balls to the wall and he looks like he should be a perennial all-star.
Oh, man.
They're saying I'm quiet in the chat. I don't know if that's the case.
He's just a soft-spoken guy, man. You sound good.
It doesn't sound. Who's saying that? It doesn't sound that bad to me.
You need to turn it up. That's what he's saying. But I don't know.
I guess he wants me to turn my mic down a little bit. All right, I'll turn.
No, you keep your mic there. It's fine.
Fine.
If it's me, it's me. But I can't figure it out. I should
turn
be as loud as I can be.
I turned mine down a little bit. So
What'd you do with the desktop audio?
The desktop audio is all the way up.
But where is it at? Whenever I'm talking, where is it at?
Like, could you say something again?
Like, where is it peaking at?
About right before yellow.
And then when Gary talks, is it the same?
Say something, Gary.
Something.
Same spot.
Okay, and then when you talk, where is it at?
Yellow. Mid, like high yellow. I'm pulling mine down a little bit. You
can do that, but I don't think that would help. You could have just
It could make us seem. It could make us the same volume, and then they could turn it up. All right, guys, game's back on. Chris Paul in the corner gets it to Ayton. A little floater, air ball, air ball.
He got backboard.
Jeez, dude. I mean, it felt like an air ball. Dinwiddie walks into a butt-naked three. No good.
That wasn't butt-naked. Now, see, there we go.
Yes,
Do
it
that
was.
more, Dinwiddie. Do that more. Booker, get the screen. Booker, pass the CP3.
Paul in the corner.
Three.
Paul hits
Goes
the
in.
three.
All right, let's go. Let's get it started.
Right as Salty said, no points for CP3. Yo, 93 in the chat, guys. Please hit the like button. If you haven't subbed, we are so close to 1,000. Brunson pulls up, no good. Is the tide turning?
Shut up. Gotta wait.
Hand off to Bridges. Why doesn't Bridges want threes? Bridges misses. Ayton with the putback. Let's go.
All right.
8 points for Ayton. Now I need one more bucket from Ayton.
You go first half.
Come on.
Yeah, I always do. I only bet Ayton's first half points, bro. Brunson, screen from Powell. Brunson. Chicken wing, no call. Fade away. Powell with the rebound and one. What? What are they saying? Interference? A push off? A push off?
I have no clue.
It looked like Booker was saying he tried.
Bro, imagine being rich enough to be able to sit behind the bench like that. I mean, I know you are, Gary, but everybody else. Mikhail has nothing offensively, bro. It's sad. He had a wide open three he could have walked into. Just said, nah, don't want it. Let me go do a little leaner in the paint. Miss. I think you're right, Chris. Booker free throw is good. Was it a technical?
Looks like it.
I think he was. I don't know. Maybe because he thinks there was a foul, offensive foul on him.
CP3. It's got Bullock on him.
Thank you. We're back. Stupid PC. Man, I hate this damn thing. CP3 pick from Ayton. He's driving. Free
Pass out to Crowder, who's hot.
Oh,
no.
That was way off.
Yeah.
That Luka. Slap him in the nuts. Oh, it's my boy Maxi. Luka.
Doncic into the corner to a wide open Finney Smith who slaps a three. Wide open three goes down.
Crowder's the only one trying to rush no matter who the three is. It won't even be his guy. He takes off because no one else is on him. He's getting
I don't know, bro.
Time, he's got to run like the other side of the court.
Booker driving at the elbow.
That's so pretty by Booker. That's so sexy by Booker. I might be swelling up.
Sorry, Luka. Sorry, I picked up the foul, Luka. I'm sorry. I'll do better next time, y'all.
Yeah. He cooked him, bro. He cooked him. He cooked him. He cooked him just like Brunson cooked Ayton on the other end, like last quarter. Booker hits the free throw. I tried to bet differently today, Gary. I tried to place my bets opposite of what I've been doing. Like, you know how I'm always trying to ride a wave? Now I'm trying to, like, predict that a wave will turn. So we'll see.
Doncic a long three. Thank goodness he missed that, bro.
Ayton with the rebound. The invisible man.
One time in the chat, what's the money line?
Good pass to Ayton, fouled by... What the Ayton.
That's Bullock's problem, bro.
Ayton, act like you have a pair of testicles.
He's talking shit.
Ayton's laying on the ground with the ball in his hand after being fouled by Bullock. And then Bullock reaches down to try to take it from him. And Ayton looks like, hey, don't do that.
Nah, that's not even what happened. Ayton's like,
pussy shit.
That's exactly that. Don't touch me, nigga.
Nah,
that's what
dog.
That was.
Nah, dog. Get up and shove his bitch ass. Rip his goddamn banana out of his hair.
Drive. Bucket good. Down 6. Good run here. Dinwiddie has the ball. Don't let him shoot. Guarded by Ayton. He's going to dribble past the Luka. Luka's driving. Kicks to Finney Smith. Another corner three. Good. Again. Here's the deal. Just stick close to the man. Don't even play help defense. Give them the layup at this point.
That's what I don't understand.
Booker, what a wonderful drive.
Because even when they do go to the bucket, everybody who's collapsed down towards the paint doesn't do anything.
Yeah, like they don't even let them.
Out on
Luka, turnaround jumper on Ayton, no good.
Finney Smith with the rebound. Finney Smith thankfully smokes the putback. Holy shit.
Mikhail
Screen from
driving Free throw line jumper, no good. That's not the shot we needed, Mikal. You're smarter than that, my guy. Just run a set. Dinwiddie guarded by Crowder. Kicks to Maxi Kleber.
Just Luka, you take it.
Guarded by Mikal. He gets a pick. He's at the free throw line. He's got 8 on him. He's backing up with 8 on him. He's
one
in the drive.
team. I would.
Thanks, Luka.
Crazy, but I would take him.
Maxi's open with CP3 on him. Thank you, Luka. I appreciate it. Yeah. You gotta say yeah.
We should have never told you he was German.
Dude, it don't matter. I love it. Anyway,
How
Crowder's got the ball.
about your boy in the chat, Gabe?
Crowder to the rack
Crowder,
with
what
the
a
jelly
drive.
lay-in.
Unnecessary reverse lay-in.
What do you think? Gary's the professional. What do you think?
I'm not, but I would take it
Gary
at that
say?
value. The plus 270, I would take it. I wouldn't
Booker,
go crazy.
you did not need
the
to
Suns
do
don't
that.
look great, but Dallas looks like they're kind of cooling off a little bit.
I feel you on that.
It's not like it's a 20-point
Thank you,
blowout anymore.
Luka.
I want to see what mine is actually.
They do look like they're
Where's
cooling
Burner
down,
at?
but fuck.
Burner would appreciate my new
Burner
haircut.
isn't gonna wake up for another 3 days, or for sorry, another 3 hours. No, the haircut looks great, man. Nice and
I got
deep,
him at 130.
nice and faded. You know, you don't look as much like Sundo Calrissian right now.
Oh my goodness! But you know, your boy had to get out the Audio Technica mic, but he had to get it back out. You know, can't have Gabe sounding better.
It does sound really good.
You know what I'm saying? If I turn it up a little bit, maybe that'll help out.
I need you to go through Gary's and make sure does his sound good to you? He's got the same box and everything.
I don't know. I mean, Gary sounds like Gary. Gary, say something.
As he's muted.
I was muted.
First
I
of
was
all,
talking.
let me ask you this question, Gary. Do you have
Yeah.
the mic facing the right way? Because this is the issue.
I made him check. I made him check, and he did. He
He
did.
had me check it, but I can't see through mine.
Yeah, his doesn't. You can't see
all
through.
you need-
Open.
Okay, it says front and back on it. Just have to make sure the words Audio Technica are facing your mouth. Like on the front of the mic where it says Audio Technica, just make sure those words are facing your basically your
I
face.
don't have any words on mine.
He got some off-brand Technica.
It just says Fisher Price on the bottom.
I don't hate this man, bro.
That's good, right? That's
it
good
says
quality.
my first microphone.
It's a trusted brand. It's been around a long
It
time.
sounds like it says Fisher Price.
Chris King says it's getting closer. You can see Luka starting to complain. I hope so, man. Like the Mavs shot God mode. That's the best shooting performance and a half I've seen all playoffs from any team.
It was good, but there was no defense, man. It's kind of like
Still,
a shooter.
Still, I've seen the Suns play shitty defense like that before, and it's never cost them like this. You know?
Yeah.
I'm an infidel said 5 ghost calls. Let's go Donaghy.
Donaghy or is it Donaghy?
Well, huh? I thought it was Donaghy because remember in 30 Rock, at one point Jack Donaghy says that he lists his relatives and he lists former disgraced NBA official Tim Donaghy. He literally says he's one of his relatives.
Okay, I love that. I can't remember that, but yeah, dude, that's funny.
He mentions it really like just in passing, you know how he does. Like he doesn't make a big deal out of it.
Right.
What a
Jack Donaghy.
Oh, Salty sent me something. He sent me a tweet.
What did he send? He didn't just send it to you. He sent it to the group chat. Don't be selfish.
This is great. Hey, so Monty, so Salty tweets, hey Monty, can you make some adjustments? And it's that GIF, that like little video of.
Von Miller.
It looks like it. It's the video.
Should he be in Buffalo?
The video of Nick Saban going, I'm not going to, so stop asking. Free throw for Luka is good. Oh man. If we could get this like within 5 at half, I'll
Why has
feel
Luka
so
got
good.
That shoulder thing on his shoulder. Did he hurt himself?
I think he's just trying to keep something loose, man. He must have some sort of thing that he's dealing with. What's going on, Rena?
CP3 bringing the ball up the court, guarded by Finney Smith. Interesting. Gets a pick from Aiden.
God damn it, Aiden! I need him to score
Mavericks kick the ball.
so
Mavericks kick the
bad.
ball.
I need him to
Mavericks
score
kick the
one more
ball.
bucket. I just need a bucket.
Well, you almost had it, but the Mavs kicked the ball.
And the last time they pushed him to the fucking ground and then
CP3,
punked him.
Crowder to Booker in the paint. Well, I mean, that's decent defense, I guess. Brunson. Good defense.
Nice defense.
They got Frank Ntilikina on their team.
And they're playing him. That's the thing. And we're losing to them for the past 2 games with Ntilikina playing.
60%. Ntilikina, the key. Who would have thought? That's our weakness.
The
Luka on
Ntilikina.
CP3. It's pretty bad whenever Luka sees CP3 and he thinks, I got to ice.
How's that not an offensive
at
foul?
all.
They called that on CP3. I need to see it again.
I don't know how they call that on CP3, dude.
He might have.
I don't
We'll
either,
see.
but I'm surprised he's not complaining. It seemed obvious.
That's definitely a foul on Luka. Watch how he throws his shoulder up. Yeah, bro.
Can we see from the other side? Did he like slap his arm or something?
Could have been.
He
I
must
don't
have
know
slapped
that
his
from
arm,
angle.
man.
Because
Because,
he
yeah.
Our
freak
angle.
out.
From our angle, it's like, hey,
Look like you just got bulldozed.
yeah.
Good
CP3
news,
got no
everybody.
campaign in.
Campaign's in the game.
At least campaign can play better defense.
No, he
Told you he's gonna
can't.
take over,
Ntilikina.
Luka, open
Luka,
3. No good. Kleba with the rebound. I got it for you, Luka. I give you another chance, yeah.
He come out of 3 players and get that board.
Luka.
The second chance points, yeah, Luka. That's what we preach. I'm so hungry. So hungry.
I don't know who's worse right now, Salty or Iverson. Like, I just can't deal with the salt. It's like someone pouring just straight whatever that salt is down my throat right now. Just give me some water. But this is ridiculous.
Kleba free throws good. Dallas back up 13. We had it within 8.
Up 11.
You get the idea. Felt like 13.
The book.
He should have done
Doubled.
CP3s.
They can't get it down to Ayton for anything.
Campaign. It's got to be you, buddy. Okay.
Crowder with the floater.
Crowder.
Good. I think before every game, I should take a $20 bill and flush it down the toilet instead of doing prize picks.
Yep, facts.
Luka
waiting on him. Luka
doing all kinds of moves.
Trying to find something. Luka driving. Stolen by Crowder.
Ayton, run up the
Luka
court.
next round. Booker. They're playing good
Campaign with 3. A terrible 3. And DA.
That's not a foul.
DA
That's not a foul.
DA didn't close out on the 3. Like he didn't really do anything after he set the screen for the 3. But then he also didn't go after the rebound. Didn't even attempt to go in for a rebound. Like,
But how is it a foul? Because he
That's
turned
not a
around
foul. That's what I'm
and
saying. That's
tripped
not
over.
because
a foul.
Luka went to the ground. And when Luka goes to the ground, it sounds like a rhinoceros hit the floor. So they think,
Man.
well, something must have knocked that rhino over. Couldn't have just been an accident. Hits the free throw.
It's wild, dude, that they called that. Here comes CP3 back in for the last 45
I
seconds.
bet if the NBA let the players call their own fouls, there would be less fouls each game.
Yep.
Mm-mm-mm. 10 10-point lead once again.
Fat boy.
Orc Man. Kyler Murray. Second free throw. Wow, only 12 points for Luka. 13 about to be. 13. Chris Paul. Guarded full court by Finney-Smith. Screen from Crowder. Driving. Gets to Cam Johnson in the corner. No good. DA with the tip in. Let's go! I literally thought that in my mind. I was like, please, DA. Please just get a tip in. Please miss Cam Johnson. Luka, screen from Kleba, back and forth, dribble between the legs, driving left, smokes a layup.
That's a terrible foul.
Everything is a foul on Luka. When are you gonna get this? Oh, by the way, guess how many free throws? One of my bets today was I bet that Luka would hit 6 free throws.
He's probably already got that, doesn't he?
Probably. Finney-Smith, get out of here, bruh. Ain't nobody scared of you. You look like you weigh about 135 soaking wet. Definitely a foul on Crowder. Definitely a foul on Crowder.
Dude, Luka, I'm sorry. Like, never mind. Be quiet. He missed a free throw.
Damn.
How many did you need from Ayton? You got it now?
I think I got it. I need 9 points.
Oh, yeah, he's got 10.
There you go.
I'm surprised Booker's already got 19.
Yeah, he was, doing his thing.
10-point lead.
Guys, almost halftime. Hit the like button, please. Last possession, basically. Chris Paul. Also, hit the like and subscribe because we are almost at 1,000, Sundo.
Yes, sir.
10 seconds. Chris Paul, screen from Ayton. Kicks it back to Crowder. Pump fake. Back to CP3. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Floater. No good. CP3 almost gets a tip in for himself. Luka tries to get another foul call. He goes to the ground again, leaving a massive rhinoceros-sized dent in the floor. And they called a foul?
Wow!
This might be the most egregious foul I've seen. Like, CP3 was going for the rebound. He was going for his own rebound. Let's see. I'll change my mind if I'm wrong.
That's not a foul.
In no way, shape, or form is that a foul. Monty, you have to check this, Monty.
He hit the ball.
Yeah, but see, Luka's fat flubber-like body bounced 3 times. So the refs are like, well, if his fat's a jiggling, we better get to wiggling this whistle.
Bro, you got to review this, bro.
He won't review it.
Review it.
He don't have the fucking balls to review it.
You have to.
He won't. He's lucky they're reviewing it themselves.
They won't reverse it because it was contact.
How is Chris Paul not allowed to go for his own rebound?
He literally went for his own rebound, got position, touched the ball,
had his back to him. He didn't go over his back. This is insane.
I'm not saying it was a foul. I'm saying.
And here's Luka talking fat shit.
Nope, there was contact.
Here is Luka talking shit. Please keep talking shit, Luka. This is exactly what Chris Paul needs. Something to wake him up.
He's probably going, I don't know, man.
He needs something to wake him up out of his geriatric slumber. Luka, first free throw, good.
If I'm Suns, I'm putting anybody on Luka and I'm just pounding him. Pause.
I'd start, definitely super pause.
Somebody with a bigger body to just beat on him.
I would say
shit out of him.
Put in Elfrid Payton and say, no, Wainwright.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bigger body.
Big Papa Wainwright. Big Papa Wainwright. Well, folks, halftime show. This was a disgusting display in Donaghy-esque, Scott Foster-esque refereeing. I said it before the game that I did not feel like last game it was it was one-sided. This game has been one-sided refereeing. I'm on Booker's side now. I get it. And I think Booker probably brought this on us because he was talking shit in the postgame about how, well, I guess they just want to see more basketball, so we have to see more basketball. No, you got beat last game, but you want to talk shit about the refs? See how they will punish you. See how this Gucci Mane looking ass referee will punish you. You know? Hit the like button, folks, please. We are suffering. How many likes do we have? That's what we need to know. Somebody, Roy, how many do we have? Lunker says he's been on Booker's side with that. Yeah, Chiefin's the one that said he looks like Gucci Mane, and he does, bro. He really does look like a skinny Gucci Mane pre-prison.
Who?
This ref. One of the refs looks just like Gucci Mane, bro. You'll see it. What's going on, Gabriel Onimus? How you enjoying this foul fest? This does feel like the worst referee. You tell me, Gary, because you're the one that's actually not a Suns fan. So you can see this with clear eyes and an open heart.
I mean, you're not gonna like what I say.
Go ahead.
I think the officiating is horrible. Like,
okay,
just across the board. I don't feel like it's as lopsided as a fan probably would, but it's just.
How
like
many calls? How many calls off the top of your head can you think of? Do you think? Just you don't have to recite them, but if you had to put an over under, how many fouls have you seen that have kind of blown your nips off?
Over half, but both ways. Like, especially for a playoff game. And I agree with Rom. What he said earlier is like Luka's doing a lot of what Chris Paul does, and he's getting a lot of bullshit calls. And where a lot of the times Chris Paul does, he's not getting them today. They're going against him, but like that's I don't know. I've talked about it endlessly. Like that's what's happened. They've gradually evolved these players into just hunting for fouls as much as they're trying to look for buckets or whatever else. And it's like you just keep rewarding it. Guys are going to keep doing it. Other guys are going to start, or already do it. More guys are going to keep doing it.
Joey says, "Will Luka get his double-double? Like if you have like points and assists or whatever?" Yeah, I think he's going to get a double-double.
What's he at now?
I think right now they're injecting him with a couple double cheeseburgers in the locker room right now. Let me ask you this: how many do you feel like Luka is flopping?
Oh yeah.
Do you
14 to 11 as far as fouls goes? 14 fouls against the Suns, 11 against the Mavs.
Do you feel like the referees are rewarding Luka's flopping?
Yeah, but I thought they were rewarding.
I didn't ask all that.
Flops earlier on.
I didn't ask all that.
Just the one side. My bad. Yeah.
Do you feel like when Powell went up to try to block Booker, and Booker's hand naturally came down from his release and grazed one hair on Powell's fugly ass head, and he cranked his neck like a crash test dummy, going 80, running into a median, and they gave him. Did you feel like the refs were rewarding a flop?
100%.
Like, I can go on and on. I just hate it.
I can bring up calls that didn't get called the other way or that were flops the other way as well. I'm just saying overall, it's trash. It's not good basketball. I feel like if you didn't grow up a basketball fan or haven't been a fan for however many years, unless you like really like a team or really like a player, it's impossible to just enjoy basketball games, NBA basketball games. There's no consistency. I mean, if they're going to make shitty calls consistently, the same style of shitty or whatever, then all right, that's bad enough. But at least it's, what to expect is going to be called a foul and what's not. But it's just any given possession that you don't have a clue. You'll get bulldozed out of bounds and it won't get called, but then somebody will graze hips on the other end and now that's a foul.
Doesn't that seem like opportunistic? Doesn't that seem like they're picking their spots to call the fouls? Like, yeah. I just watched one where Chris Paul gets into the lane and kicks it out to a wide open McHale for a 3. The ref immediately blows the whistle when he sees that McHale has an open 3. He says, "Oh, body right here. Foul on the Suns." Okay. Like, I didn't think it was going to be like this. I thought you had to have Scott Foster. But they're throwing a real wrench in that argument, aren't they?
Once again, much like football, basketball is one of the easiest sports to cover the spread on.
Yeah. I mean, look, I said it. Anybody that was here pregame heard me say that I did not like how Booker was acting like the refs cost us last game. Does that buy me any credibility in me looking at this and saying that this is different? Because this is different.
Because
this is different.
Players do it. Plenty of players talk bad about the refs.
I don't blame players for it.
No. I'm not saying that he's the reason why they're calling it this way. I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying I don't blame players when they bitch about the calls. Because it's so bad. Like, for us watching, imagine if you're out there and you're like playing, like, I mean, you know, when you're in a game and you're grinding and you're doing your thing and you feel like shit's lopsided or you're not getting calls you should be getting, or you're getting called for shit you shouldn't. Like, obviously they should be more upset and piping off more than fans.
I want to say real quick, so to the Mavs fans in the chat, what's up? Welcome. I know I'm a dickhead, but we try not to be dickheads to other teams.
Nah, I'm gonna be
other teams.
I don't like this fat.
But well, here's the thing. Here's just what I want to say to Mavs fans.
That's why I said it.
Just know, Mavs fans, that if the Suns come back and win this game, you won't be in this chat. You will have nothing to say. You won't show up, and we won't hear from you. So while I have you, while your front running is in effect, just know I said, "What's up? How's it going?"
And welcome.
And welcome.
We like you. We don't like your hero, Luka.
No, it's all, I'm just saying. I won't see these people if the Suns win. They won't be here.
No, I like Luka too, but just watching him play today has aggravated me.
Yeah. Well, he's flopping out of control. And these Mavs fans don't have, apparently, because I haven't seen one Mavs fan in here say it, these Mavs fans don't have the decency to say, yes, we're getting flops called for us. It's kind, they don't know. They love the Luka flops. They love it. It's like, it's, they don't care. I'm not happy when Chris Paul flops. I'm not happy when Booker flops. I can call that shit out. I
don't care about the flopping.
Lena says that's the point. You don't love Luka. Pathetic. Why would I love Luka? What does that even mean? So if you love a player, you have to love when they flop and jiggle their fat all over the court and get the referees. They get the referees to do their bidding. I don't have to love that.
You do like when Chris Paul does it.
I don't like when Chris Paul does it.
I don't like Chris Paul does it. I keep thinking he'll get hurt every time.
I don't.
I'm just gonna be real with you. Anytime you flop, get up, bro, before you break your hand again.
It's embarrassing. Flopping is embarrassing. The swipe through, that's a different story.
No, I'm be real. Flopping is part of the game, bro. That's gamesmanship at the end of the day. So that doesn't bother me.
I mean, it's kind of like when Chris Paul was on JJ Redick's podcast, and he's like, if they're going to let me do it, everyone should know I'm doing it with the swipe through. Why should I stop doing it? So it's kind of the same thing with all the flopping that everybody does. It's like, if the refs are going to reward it. Yeah,
but there's a difference. Real quick, Sundo, give me a second. There's a difference between flopping and swipe through. He does a swipe through when someone has their arm right on his arm, and he knows he can clank his arm into them. That's an actual foul. Plus, when Chris Paul shoots, he does that swipe through motion when he does his shot. That is his shot. The flopping is just, Oh, I went in to try
He's
to
not taking a shot. Stop acting like he's taking a shot. When he's 8 feet behind the 3-point line, or he's got his back to the basket or his hip to the basket, and somebody has their hand out, so he hurries up and throws his arms under that arm like he was going to shoot. He doesn't take shots like that. He's not trying to make a legit shot or take a legit shot. He's purposely trying to.
But why are you reaching in there and connecting your body to him? Like, why are you reaching in and touching him?
It's like when you play defense with your hands, you're not always reaching in because you're playing defense with your hands. It's the same thing. If you feel some contact and you exaggerate it, that's the same thing.
We got to talk about this commercial later, Sundo. After air, we got to talk about this Tundra commercial.
What about it?
We got to talk about it later. We can't talk about it on air. I got to talk about it after. Okay. I
know what you're trying to say.
You know what I'm trying to say, right? It's just, as a,
Nothing. Keep going.
It's just. Yeah, it's what's the word I'm looking for? Pandering for sure, but like, it's like manipulative. It's manipulative.
They know their demographic.
It's like
that's what that means.
As a black man, I'm offended, Sundo.
I'm not. They know their demographic.
I hate being pandered to.
Oh, shut up. Look, they know their demographic. You think these businesses don't have numbers? They don't. Buying their vehicles.
But that's why we got to get into it later, because it's gonna be really good. Like, it's gonna be a good conversation. Like, I feel like there's levels to it. Like they pick like the like most non-threatening, and like. Like how? Like they think black people don't see through that. Black people are smart enough to see through that shit. And that's why I get upset, because I feel like they're acting like black people aren't smart enough to see through that.
There's a bunch of old white guys in a boardroom going, I know what they'll love.
Ironically, it's a bunch of Japanese guys in the boardroom. That's the crazy part.
Stop Asian hate, damn it.
Up with you think the Asian people are coming up with the American commercials?
Maybe. I don't know. Possibly.
Maybe that's why it's so bad.
Man.
I don't know. I just don't think it was that egregious. I need to watch the commercial a few more times. We'll pull it up and watch it like 6 more times. Let me really, dissect the commercial.
Romp says he's offended now.
Good for him.
Damn it. We offended somebody. That is our goal, to never offend anyone. So I apologize, Romp.
Is Romp okay?
Is he okay?
Yes. Is he fine?
What do you mean? What happened?
Did the Sixers win last night?
They won.
Okay, good for them. Okay, I didn't know. When I was watching, they were losing. I was like, oh man.
Wait. Did they play game 4?
3.
Yeah, they had 3. They won. They won with Joel back. Yeah.
All right, good. Because I was real concerned. Because when I was watching, they were losing.
And they blew them out. They beat them by like 20. They went from losing by 20 to beating them by 20.
That wasn't yesterday. That was Friday.
2 days ago. Yeah.
Okay. Either way, I was concerned for Romp.
Diego said Gabe doesn't want to expose his racism. I think it's been exposed. We've all been exposed. Except Salty. He's a saint.
You want to know what my issue with Luka is right now?
I thought you were going to talk about that Tundra commercial, but go on.
My issue with Luka right now, the fact that he's flopping and getting calls and Booker isn't, and I'm just jealous.
Well, that's fair. That's honest.
You know what I'm saying? That's my problem with Luka right now. So I hate Luka for now.
Well, he definitely has. He's always gotten the calls over. Him and LeBron and Giannis. There's never been players, and Jordan. I got to give Jordan. Jordan got that whistle. He gets the Jordan whistle. Like the refs are like, basically the refs have this image of like, well, Luka's just so darn good. He couldn't have made a mistake. I'll go ahead and blow the whistle now.
Possibly.
And they did that with Jordan, 4 fouls already for Chris Paul in the first half.
I just can't believe they called the last foul.
That last one was atrocious.
Mom's like, why put him in position to do that? Man was hustling.
He was hustling, going to get a put. He was trying to get his own putback. That's how hard he's going. The smallest man on the court is out there trying to get a putback.
If I'm the Suns, I'm giving up twos only.
That's not a bad idea. I like where you're going with that.
Like, here, let's see if you guys can actually drive to the rack and hit a layup.
The problem with that is if as bad as the calls are, as much as they're calling everything, if they start going to the hole, it's going to be worse second half.
You might be right.
With them going to the line.
You might be right. Luka, caught by Bridges. Luka drives, passes. Ayton beats it off the board. And they call a foul. On Jay Crowder.
Really?
On Jay Crowder. How?
Okay, well, we got to see it because I've been wrong tonight. One team says he has 1,000 on the Suns winning by 2. Come on, Suns, get back in this game.
They didn't call it on Ayton?
They called it on Crowder.
That's it, because there's no way that was Ayton. That was clean.
Chris Paul's looking at these refs in disbelief, bro. I mean, he is in disbelief. Can you blame him?
Timeout, go to the locker room. Come back like Gilbert Arenas with a gun.
No, I'm thinking he's going to come back like white men can't jump.
Let me go to my car.
I'm going to my trunk. And he was dead ass serious too. They all thought he was playing. Missed free throw.
Oh, he missed both.
No, the dude from White Men Can't Jump.
Oh.
Everybody starts scaling the fence. He looks like DeAndre Ayton. That's the weird part.
Oh,
DA with the Euro. DA with the Euro gets fouled by Banana Boy.
See what happens when you guys go to the basket? Crazy.
Shut up, Gary.
But we also need to start closing out on shots, man. Go to the basket and close out.
Look at me. I'm not looking at me. Listen to me. DA and Bridges is what I need. I need more of that. Them putting up more buckets. Ayton misses a free throw.
And you didn't even place a bet. You're just out here trying to get a win. So that's real talk.
Wow, Ayton misses both free throws. So we just traded a big goose egg on free throws.
Dude.
Luka. Then to Finney-Smith. Guarded by Booker. Back to Luka. Luka deep three. Crowder with the rebound. Did you hear the annoyance in my voice? He got pushed over. Stop calling for travel. Travel. Booker. Drives good.
Dog.
You guys
Prize Picks didn't.
5 of 3 Crowders and 2 Bookers, and it'd be good.
Luka gets a pick. Sorry about the noise in my house.
Powell over to Luka. Oh, that looked good. It did not go in, though. Chris Paul with it.
Crowder's going to end up with 30 rebounds.
I know. Over to Chris Paul. Over to Booker. My bet didn't get accepted, bro. Like, it didn't. My bet didn't go through. Crowder for 3. No good.
Ayton with a rebound like a grown man. Booker steps aside for 3.
That would have been so pretty. Crowder!
Rebound. Gets fouled. Let's go. Hustle, baby. Hustle.
So for everybody, including us, who worry about Crowder and think, man, if why is he? Because he always ends up proving his value at some point. Like, this whole series has been a Crowder series, dude. It's just tough. Sometimes he just makes you.
Crowder, free throw. No
like
good.
that.
Why,
no, just kidding.
Why are we just like not hitting free throws now? We're 0 for 3 starting off here.
Yeah, I'll say that's 3 points left on the table.
Like, we can't miss shots while they're missing shots. That's not how this works.
Oh,
Where's
man.
Rip Mama?
I can't believe it didn't take my bet, bro. I would have had 5 for 5, I think. Crowder hits
a free throw. Man, down 9. We could be down 6 at this point. Brunson, a.k.a. Kyler Murray, gets a pick from Kleba. Kleba open, kicks to Luka. He's trying to dribble on Mikal. He drives, kicks to Bullock in the corner. No good.
A decent closeout by Ayton. A decent closeout.
Booker bringing the ball up. He's going to get a pick from Ayton. He's driving again. Lays in, gets
fouled by Finney-Smith, who's been on fire this game.
So you good with the call so far this second half? It's like almost every possession you guys gone to the line.
Wow.
Sure, why not? You know,
I just meant Gabe since
I'm not even looking at that yet. I'm trying to figure out how my bet didn't go through.
Yeah, Gabe doesn't even care about the game right now. He only cares about his bet.
he finally hit something and it didn't go.
Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable.
That sucks, bro.
Booker gonna hit both these though, I think. He does.
Booker.
7-point
Good.
game should be 4.
7-point game. Yep, I agree with you. Kyler Murray bringing the ball up the court. He's going to get guarded by Luka. Looks like they're playing like a bit of a 2-3 zone-ish type thing. Luka. Ooh, Kyler Murray's driving. Tries to kick it, loses the ball, and now
no foul.
Thank you.
No
That's
foul.
an offensive foul? Excuse me?
I gotta be honest. Can I be completely honest? Can I be completely honest?
No, you can't be honest, 'cause that's not a foul.
That looked like Chris Paul tried to draw. It looked like he purposely cut in front of him and fell.
No, he reached over and tried to foul him. No, watch.
He did it all on purpose. Like that was 1,000,000% not.
No.
Chris
I'm
Paul
not trying
didn't have to do that.
I'm not trying to hear that. No, that call's been made against us millions of times in other cases. No,
I agree.
Don't want to hear it.
I agree.
Do not want to hear that.
I would want them to call that on Luka, but
no,
and they wouldn't. But I
No.
think Chris Paul did that shit on purpose. And
no, don't
You know what I
care.
mean?
Don't want to hear that. No.
What do you think, Salt? You're watching. I think he's
Garbage.
on your side.
No, I don't want to hear that. If mine doesn't challenge, fire him. I agree, bro. No, you cannot. No, not at all. There's no way you convince me that's a foul on CP3. 9 times out of 10, no way. Not gonna happen. That's a wild call. I'm still in disbelief. Crazy, dude. Get Aaron Holiday in the game, damn it. Like, if you're going to take CP3 out, don't even put Payne in. Give me Aaron Holiday.
Is that 5 on CP3?
Yes, that's 5 on CP3, bro.
He didn't have to do that, man.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, he didn't have to do that, but here's the deal. CP3 always stops to make sure someone's not trying to steal the ball. That's the problem. That's a normal play. Like, he's dribbling, he knows Brunson's behind him. He had a whole series where Avocado's been doing the same damn thing all game. So yeah, he's gonna stop and say, no, go by me. What happens? Dude runs into him. Nah, bro, I'm not trying to hear that. Not trying to hear it. Like, we literally had a whole series previously, Gabe, where that was happening to him, where he had a pest running it from behind him every time. Dead air.
I don't even know what to say, man.
There's nothing you can say. That was a bad call. You know
Fifth
it. Gary
foul.
knows it. I know it. Everybody in the chat knows it. That's a bad call. Dude's been doing this all playoffs, all series, and now you're going to call foul on CP3. He didn't have to stop. Well, Brunson didn't have to lean over while he was going to steal and run into him either. Go around, nigga. It's not that hard.
I get that, but like, let's just say it was Luka, and Ayton is off to the left of him, and then Luka purposely steps in front of Ayton and goes to the ground. I'd be like, bitch, that? You're not allowed to run up the court?
And once again, that's not what I'm saying. Once again, that's his right, because you have the right to stop. That way the person doesn't wolf the ball away from you. That's your job as a ball dribbler and a point guard, to protect the ball. You have a right to stop. Hey, he's behind me. Let me dribble to the side.
But like Gabe's saying, he's trying to create a foul. He's trying to get in front of him. He does it all the time. But that's why I don't understand. He does it usually on the other half of the court.
Nah, bro, don't.
He gets around
nope,
a guy and then
nope,
he keeps
nope.
stopping and trying to get him behind him, and they never call it. I don't understand.
Look, he put his hand on his back before CP3 even stopped.
This world. The calls referees make.
Bro,
Luka
I'm telling you
working
right now,
on
I'm putting
Ayton.
a body in this man. I am pushing him to the ground. I am Luke. Where's the Luka rules? Luka rules. That's what we're doing right now.
I mean, Luka's
This-
spinning.
Get
Get
that outta
that
here.
shit out of here.
But the dribbling in circles. God, man, this is the.
You keep your mouth shut, fat boy.
This is the first game I've actually been genuinely fucking mad in a long time.
Corner three from Finney. Smith, no
Airball,
good.
get the rebound. Payne, don't do dumb shit this time. Campaign, kick the Booker. Booker has Finney Smith on him. He's going to get a pick from Ayton. Takes it. Now he's got Kleber. Blows by Kleber. Corner to Mikal.
Mikal don't want nothing, dog.
Blazing good.
Good shit.
I love you, Rob. I hope you're right.
So who are they going to start using? You think Holiday will finally come in? You think they'll go
Nope.
playbook and just
Nope. It's going to be all campaign.
Campaign and Shamit.
Brunson couldn't be more open. Misses.
Good hustle from Finney Smith. I'm not going to lie on that one. That's just bad luck and good hustle. Kleber for three. That's not what we want. He misses. Bridge. No! No! No!
Why did he do that? Was it like incidental?
He was fighting for watch.
Well, I mean, he hit him in the face, but it looked like he was. I don't know if
was
he bring his arm down, or if he just
he was
swiped
turning
at him.
he was turning the box out, and Brunson went the opposite way. That's just incidental contact, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but then Bronson went, no, my teeth still in.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, come on, man.
They know, bro. They know how to get these refs to do their fucking bidding, bro. It's getting old.
But that was just dumb on Mikal to throw his arm
Luka.
up that high. Like if you're
I
gonna
agree with
box out,
Sundo on that one. That one was just him just boxing out. If your face gets in the way of my fucking
out
box,
with your arm up here
yeah,
like
you
this.
do.
Nigga, who taught
Yeah,
you
you
how to
do.
box out, nigga?
Yeah, you do.
Who taught you how to box
Yeah, you
out,
do.
Gary?
Yeah, you do.
You box
Bro,
out with your arm up around guys' heads.
As high as you can get them.
As high as you can get.
As high
that,
as you
bro.
can get
Let that
'em.
man pass you
Watch all
up,
these
Bronson
other
turn around. I cannot believe that went in.
That was crazy.
Don't let this team get freaking any confidence, bro. Booker driving. I don't know what you're doing. Booker. He went
2v1
to the
Booker
ground.
just
Dumb.
heaving.
Luka, Finney Smith kicks the back to Luka with Payne on him. He's driving inside. He lays in, no good. Couldn't get the rebound because Kleber's bigger than Booker. Put back. Now we're down 9.
I call timeout, bro.
Payne.
Why is
With you,
Imani
but
blowing
he's not going to
timeout?
Payne to
Hey, look, Ayton has the ball. Wow, first time I've seen Ayton with the ball get his own chance. Gets ripped by Luka from behind. Wide open three for Bullock. You know it's going down, but it doesn't. But that's okay because Crowder gets it ripped away by Finney, who gets an open three in the corner, and he slaps. Yeah, bro. Just one of them days.
I'm genuinely just heated. I have no.
But Monty won't call a timeout because this isn't a good enough time to call a timeout. A 7-0 run in 2 minutes, that's not important to call a timeout there. Not to Monty. Booker pulls up the mid-range and hits.
Thank you, Booker.
Back to 10. Luka gets it back. Got Payne on him. Time to bring the pain. Turns around. Nice spin move.
Good D.
Miss.
Good D from Payne. Great defense from Payne.
Payne's been really swipey. I like it.
Booker, bring the ball up. Got Finney Smith on him. Cam Johnson, free throw line jumper, floater. No
Swear to
good because
God,
you could
Cam,
never took
dude.
the light away.
Walking L, bro. Campaign gets a steal, and then they say, "Oh no, you took that from Luka. I'm sorry, we're gonna have to call a foul there."
Campaign fouled him there. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I didn't see it.
He fouled. He definitely fouled him there.
Just talking shit. I'm just talking shit.
Yeah, I know, but he definitely fouled him.
Charles in the house. What up, Charles? Been a long time, Charles. What are you, 28 now?
Charles. Brunson or Kyler Murray.
That was an ugly in and out. Brunson.
Driving. That's a jump ball. That's not a foul. It's a jump ball.
No, that's not a foul because the Suns player went to the ground. And we're in Dallas. You see how that works? See how that works? Juliet Friguletto.
At least still a 10-point game, bro.
Man. Yeah. Talita, they're
Hostile
both flopping.
act by who?
They're both flopping.
Hostile act by who? Crowder, he just reached in to grab it.
But that was very hostile the way he did that. You know?
Oh, Brunson, the hostile act.
He wasn't gentle when he did it.
No, they're looking at it on Brunson because watch what Brunson does right here.
Well, they're looking at it because campaign flopped. Like,
Yeah, campaign definitely flopped.
That's
definitely flopped.
That's definitely a flop. Sorry, campaign. Quit flopping, bro. Rap
Sorry.
man.
I'm gonna grab coffee.
He should get a flagrant just for flopping on that one, bro. What
I
was
thought you were gonna say
that?
he should get a flagrant just for looking like a rat.
Oh no, Naked HD is back, Gabe.
I'll BRB, bro.
Naked HD is back.
but you guys a sponsor, isn't it?
Seems like it. Seems like it. Yeah, it's a 2-shot foul. Your campaign flopped.
Who's shooting?
Brunson. Is that his name?
Yeah. So they just called the foul on Crowder.
You guys are funny in the chat. Like, we got to take this at a game-by-game basis, right? Also, it's only a 10-point lead. The Mavericks haven't exactly been hot this quarter. We just haven't done our job by making them pay for not being hot this quarter. It's what Gary said happened. It's just we haven't capitalized on it. Brunson misses the first free throw. They're not hitting like that. We're just, all right, for example, our first 4 points could have came off free throws. We went 1 for 4 in those. You know what I mean? Like, they haven't been hitting as much as we have. We just haven't capitalized on any of their misses this quarter. Brunson hits the second free throw, though. 11-point lead. Campaign, driving, has Bullock on him, kicks the Booker, back to Campaign. Campaign back to Booker. Booker gets doubled. Ayton
Floater,
jumper,
actually like
good.
a free throw jumper. That was weird. So weird to see someone shoot exactly at the free throw line and jump, you know?
I think he was trying to float. It was like a mixture of float, but like
It was, yeah.
Changed my mind and hit the jumper.
He was like, I might as well put my other
with
hand
Campaign
on it.
backing him up. Doncic throwing stuff up, but don't matter. He gets a jump. He gets the bucket.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the matchup. Screen here for Payne.
Crowder drives floater. That's not good.
Ooh, Booker gets the rebound. Booker,
Puts the ball back in.
shifty
Thank you,
move.
Booker.
Needed
All right,
that so
the,
bad, bro.
Mavericks are already in a bonus, so let's try not to foul here.
You either get a stop or it's done, man. Like, you got to start getting stops. It's as simple as that. Luka over to Brunson.
corner three. I don't
No
know if it's the shot
good.
they want. Ayton almost
Yipes.
misses that rebound up.
Man.
Kicks the ball to Payne.
Cam Johnson gonna bang
would've
out.
Drive. I wish he would. Bro, if that man would have missed, yo, we would have wanted to crucify that man in the town square for God. Bro. Boy, what a drive. Good for
Brunson
him.
to the rack, actually.
Oh, Brunson, excuse me. All these B names.
Booker dribbles out of
Double team and
bounds.
dribbles out of bounds like an
Yep.
idiot. Quit.
Suns down 9, playing one of their worst games of the year.
Look at Ish, aka LeVar Ball's lost son.
See what Payne's whole defensive strategy, and I like it on Luka, It's what Mikhail had to start doing to Ingram. Had to just start swiping as he was going up for his shots, but it ain't going to work on Luka. See, look at the swipes.
He's going to put him at the line if you're swiping at him.
I know.
Good D.
Luka, way too big for Payne. He's way too big for him. Why do you even have him guarding him?
At least he's trying.
Booker, come on, my guy. Relax. Ayton, pick on Booker. Booker to Crowder. Crowder kicks to Johnson. Johnson for three. Good.
Wow.
Thank you, Cam Johnson.
I didn't know he could still do that. Suns down 8. Trying to get a fourth quarter bet put in here, bro.
Dinwiddie has campaigned on him. He's dribbling. Looks like he's going to drive left. Nope. Kicks to Cleveland.
Good defense.
Good
Even if it goes in, that
Cam
was good
Johnson.
defense. Yeah.
Kicks the ball to Campaign. Driving. Kicks to Aiden. Aiden with Kleber on him. He goes in. Misses it.
Oh, my God.
No need for Bullock.
Oh, my God.
Thank you, Bullock.
Thank you, Bullock. JWC fight fan. The referees have been insane. I agree, man. They've been insane both ways. Here comes Orc Man.
Coming off those rolls and taking like 2 steps and stopping instead of continuing to the bucket.
Now that I have calmed down.
I don't know, man.
Being angry. Getting a little level-headed here. If we can get some buckets. Cam Johnson, corner 3.
You already knew he was not hitting that. You already knew that wasn't going in.
How much time was on the shot clock, though? I wasn't paying
Should have been
attention.
16. Then they took it out off of them.
Yeah, I don't think they were
Campaign once again in the torture chamber, 1v1ing Luka, who hits Finney Smith for the open 3, no good. Payne with the rebound. Hand off to Book.
Payne almost traveled. Book.
I thought he was going to travel.
Pull it.
Good fucking layup. No good. Oh, come on! For the love of Christ. Thank you, McGee. Thank you. Oh, my God, dude. Oh, my God, dude. 2:19 in the third, 76-82. We got 69. LOL. Gronk's favorite number watching. Hit the like for Rob Gronkowski.
Ooh, Luka.
Okay, that might have been a foul on Luka, but I guess they're not going to call that. Or just a good flop by Payne that looked like a foul.
I think he slipped.
Booker.
I don't think he flopped.
Booker gets fouled. Yeah, he got fouled. He definitely got fouled.
Or he flopped. I can't tell anymore.
Did just call timeout?
Booker might have just flopped.
No, Booker got fouled.
Well, he sold it as a foul. I don't know if it was enough to really... Look at the orc with his tongue out. He looks even more like an orc with his tongue out. Fuck.
Fucking no.
I mean, he did. Oh, boy, folks. Suns are in for a live one.
Bro, I might get a 4-teamer.
Well, that wasn't the quarter, though, right? We still got time in the quarter?
There's a minute. There's almost 2 minutes left.
Okay.
Gabe, are you excited for Top Gun?
No.
Me either.
Because I know too much about Scientology to look at Tom Cruise normally.
I'm done with you.
I know way too much about Scientology now to look at him and be able to think about anything but him being a Scientologist.
I agree with you on that statement. I'm still,
you know,
the man can't separate the man.
And then
from
no,
his
it's not a
actions.
well. Okay, but first of all, I love this Church of Scientology. They're very litigious people. I love them. I think that they're much smarter than I am. So let's get that out of the way.
You better say that before they come.
Okay. And then I watched the preview, and it looks really dumb. It looks really dumb. It looks like a cash grab. Like they're like, you know what, these dudes from the early 90s that are grown up and have money and families now, you know what they want to see? What was big back then? Let's do all those movies. And this is just the next one from the 90s that we loved, and they know we'll go see it. I gave the preview a chance, man, and it ain't looking good.
We'll see. We shall see. Any Mavs fans in the chat? Because I've seen a few of them and they're talking smack. Just want to see where y'all at. So
I'm sure they'll be here the second they stretch that lead back up to like 11 or 12. Right now, they're in their hidey holes.
You said they'll be back when they stretch the lead back out.
Oh, they'll be back.
So what you're trying to say is they're a little tight.
Well, I got to put a video out for... I'm probably going to try to put a video out since I got so much time today.
How do I pronounce that? Talitha in the house. Appreciate you. Sai. I'm just going to say Sai because I don't know how to say the non's name either. Welcome. Enjoy having you here. It's not, it's fun to have the banter every once in a while. Cool banter, you know what I mean? Not like...
You know how sick of Roy we are? It's just...
Sick of Roy.
Roy's probably still at that picnic right now. Roy's at a picnic, by the way.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's Mother's Day. It's a Mother's Day picnic.
It's a holiday thing, bro. He should be there. He's probably watching the game like heated.
Yeah.
Start of the fourth for CP3. We'll see.
Oh, my food's here. Let's go.
Hey, let's go.
Means I can take some gummies.
Inbounds the campaign. Oh my gosh. Campaign. Pick from McGee. He's driving. He hits a floater.
God damn, Payne! Start hitting free or layups or stop taking them. One or the other.
I agree with that, bro. You have people wide open for a reason, man. Can we get the score back up, ESPN? Finney Smith, sorry. Was guarded by Booker. Dinwiddie for three. No good. Cam Johnson with the rebound. Kicks to campaign. Now Booker has the ball. Gabe getting his gummies. Or his food. Whatever he's getting. Campaign. Pick on Booker. Booker driving. Booker gets fouled on the jumper. Ah, man.
All right, I'm back.
It's long to get cutting my lawn, Gary. Gabe wouldn't know anything about that. You know what I'm saying?
While I sit, I was gonna say I'm in a lawn chair in the backyard, and she's like, "I need you to move. You're on the grass. I'm cutting." I'm like, "I'm getting a tan."
Exactly. Booker hits both free throws. The job is 7,778 to 80, whatever it is, according to the error in the bottom. But either way, Brunson.
Oh my God,
Kyler Murray, whatever we're calling him. He's driving on campaign. He gets the
bucket. Good take by Brunson.
What a drive from the man Brunson. Campaign open for three. No good. Did you think it was going in? I didn't, Gabe.
Nope. Didn't quite know why he was taking it. Brunson. That's a charge, Daddy-O. That's a charge.
All right, so campaign does something right. Appreciate it.
My favorite Chinese place is like they're only open like early in the day. They close that shit down at like 5. So I finally got to order from them.
Yo, look at this clock, bro. ESPN having technical difficulties.
Seriously,
here.
bro. 78-84. Screen for Payne. Gets it to Booker. Pump fake. That's a foul. Ntilikina grabbed his fucking body. If that's Luka, the sheriffs have to come in. What the fuck? Oh my God, dude.
Brunson driving has Cam Johnson, blows by him. Pump fake. Kicks to your boy, Ntilikina, and he hits. Now. Yo. Frank Ntilikina.
I just don't see it in the cards tonight, bro. Booker shoots a 3 at the buzzer. No good. Rebound from the Mavs.
So here's what we need to do. We need to stop doing what we're doing and stop shooting so many threes. And when we get Ayton back, I would go Twin Towers and just bang on the inside, and that's just me. Because what's happening right now is we're shooting a 3, and there's literally 4 bodies on our big man, and they can't even get a rebound. It's kind of wild if you watch it.
I just don't feel like we have it in the cards tonight, dude.
Well,
I really don't.
See. We'll see.
Don't.
I think we do.
I mean, I'm normally more optimistic and shit, dude. It's just
Here's the deal, man. They're not doing. Sorry to mean to yawn. They're not doing anything we haven't seen before. Honestly, it just comes down to effort and smart ball on our part, and that's it. They're not doing anything we haven't seen before, other than hitting an ungodly amount of threes. That's about it.
I'm trying to make a bet right now.
Dead air, because Gabe rather wants to make bets instead of, talking about the game.
What's there to talk about, man?
I don't know. So people in the
joke.
chat, where's Iverson at? Where's Salty? We should have done an episode of Salty or Iverson.
I know.
We really should have done it. Because it's about that time, you know what I'm saying? Naked HD's back. Our sponsor back in the chat. Shout out to Roy for blocking them before I could do it.
All right, man. What do you mean they've changed? The Booker one changed? They changed Booker's points?
To what?
7.5? What in the am I doing?
Poor John
here?
Morant. Looks like Ja's not playing. I got a tweet for you. All right. Just a quick rendition of Salty versus Iverson. All right. Everybody in the chat, you can join in and guess who this is. Who said it? Salty or Iverson? Monty is on the hot seat. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. This MF is too nice to his players.
Iverson.
Iverson, he says. What about you, Gary? Do you have a guess without looking?
I don't even really do anything with Twitter. Is it a tweet?
It's a tweet. You know, you got to guess who tweeted.
I would say I'll guess Salt.
It was definitely Iverson.
Was it?
It was Iverson.
I'm not even gonna bet, bro.
I love it, Salt. I love it, Salt. McGee fouled the dog crap out of freaking the orc.
Quick foul on the Suns, or did it go the other way?
No, it was definitely McGee fouled him. McGee pushed that man. So Shaman's in the game. He's guarding Brunson. Booker's still in the game. Looks like Booker's gonna play the rest of this game. He's gonna have tired legs. Brunson, Dinwiddie gets a pick from Luka. Interesting. Dinwiddie.
Yeah, I thought that was a backcourt.
Me too. Dinwiddie driving. Kicks the ball to Kleber.
What happened?
5 second, 4 second, whatever violation it is.
3?
Offensive foul, no Keenan. Never mind. All right, so Booker bringing the ball up the court. Booker, pick from McGee. He's driving. Kicks to McGee. McGee with the floater. No good. So yikes here. Ntilikina to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie to Kleber. Kleber to Brunson. Brunson top of the key. Got to get a pick from Kleber.
Trapped? Oh my God. Yeah,
That man
dude.
slipped. That
But
man
he-
slipped.
Goes to the ground because he knows he'll get the call.
He slipped. I don't know if McGee bumped in there, but whatever.
What'd they call?
Bronson ran into it.
He just ran into him and went to the ground because it was better
That's what
than
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Dinwiddie with Johnson on him. Now Booker. He's driving. Booker with the block on the board. Ooh. Okay, Book.
God damn, son.
Booker gets a pick from Mikel. Booker now about to get doubled. Doesn't get doubled. We got Brunson on him. He elbows Brunson. Brunson flops, and they call a foul.
He caught him, dude. He caught him clean.
Here comes Biombo.
Watch his elbow.
Nah, bruh. Bruh. There's contact on both.
Let's see.
Look at the flop.
Incidental.
Booker.
Incidental. That's
the
all
look in his
incidental. But
face.
whatever. He flopped. They'll
Like
call
he
it.
was getting like he was stabbing him in his back.
Pause.
What the bleed
That is not a
out.
flagrant. They better not review it for no dang flagrant. That's not even close to flagrant. Oh my gosh, the NBA is just such a freaking kitty cat league. And yes, I mean that in the word that you think I mean it.
I figured.
It's just funny. Like, I know you guys don't think it's funny, but it's funny to me. Like, he's trying to flop and ends up busting the dude in the chin. So when he gets called,
I don't see it as a flop. He's trying to push him off.
all right,
It's
contact.
He's
Look at
pushing
his
him. It's a
face. He's like,
foul.
trying to flail.
It's
his
a
arm and
foul.
slips him under the chin.
CP3 in
It's
the
not.
game, coming in with 10 minutes and 28 seconds left.
God, that's bad.
Wow.
What they call just a regular.
We got,
foul?
yeah, they just called a regular foul. We got a review for a flagrant because his hand went up.
Yeah, they shouldn't even look at that.
Gosh, this league is just garbage. Biombo and Luca don't like that.
I don't mind it because he's so
Maybe I
lengthy.
do because that's good defense. It still went in though.
$11, man.
That's crazy, one team. That sucks, man.
Your $1,000 bet isn't looking good, Gabe. Here's my $20 bet.
Yeah, me and one team.
We're just not making them pay.
Nope.
Nope. It definitely feels like an L at this point, bro.
Yep.
Good defense once again from Biombo. Great defense. Why wasn't Biombo in this whole time? Apparently he's the only big man we can that can play defense on Bluka. CP3, Booker corner. He's just gonna sell us. But never mind, he hits. Oh, I take back what I said.
Right? 8-point
Did you get a
game.
fourth quarter bet in, Gabe?
Nope.
No.
Brunson has CP3 on him. Of course he does. Chris Paul. Brunson trying to draw.
Smokes it, gets his own rebound, and he goes to the ground.
Wow.
He goes to the ground every time he's involved with a play, bro. Every fucking
That's 6 on
time.
Chris Paul, bro. How is that a foul?
Because Brunson goes
You
to
have
the
to
ground
challenge that.
every time.
You have to challenge that. Monty, come on. You know what? This is on. Yeah, you have to.
He can't. Didn't they challenge already?
All he did was go for the rebound and then go to the ground. That's it.
That's crazy.
He didn't do nothing. No. Richard Jefferson, shut up.
Who was it a foul on?
They said it was on CP3 for grabbing his arm when he went up the second time.
Didn't even touch him.
Well, he barely touched him, but he touched him.
Chris Paul touched him?
Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
No CP3, folks. Luka working on busy.
Dude,
Kick
Busy
back.
is actually playing defense. This is crazy.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Brunson
Too long.
3, no good.
Booker, rebound. All right, bro. Time to do this without CP3. Y'all done it before.
Booker
that's a
needs to
foul.
go
Don't
hero.
You dare. Thank you.
Booker needs to go hero, and he needs to go Jordan mode. He needs to
does not
go
need to go
Kobe
hero.
mode. Well, what I
agree,
mean,
man. The whole team thing hasn't worked for 2 games. If he's
what I
the
yeah,
superstar that
he needs to step up and show everybody that he's a superstar. He ain't playing. He ain't been playing like a superstar.
Bridges 3. What a pass. Oh, too bad you couldn't make it, Bridges. Come on.
See what I mean? He's trying to move it around and create, but he's gonna have to just start trying to score.
Bullock miss.
See, look, they are missing. We need to make them pay for missing. Like it.
Especially when guys are missing those
They're
like
doubling
layups
Booker.
or those like
Booker
3 or 4
tries to
footers.
Booker. You had Jay Crowder to your left, wide open. And this is why Booker. I don't want you to go hero ball right here because this is what's happening.
Or Ayton.
Well, Ayton's not in the game yet.
I'll say you might have to get off the
Step
bench
back. Biombo, great defense again. Biombo just needs to be in the game.
Yeah.
All the time. Booker,
nice
what a
pass to
kick.
Cam Johnson.
for
Oh my
3.
God, no good.
Biombo hustles.
Definitely got fouled.
Thank you, Biombo. Booker
needs to
on
stop
Booker
passing, man. He needs to
Yes.
just start trying to score
Booker.
every possession.
gets a pick from
And if they
Biombo.
start
And now he's getting
collapsing on
doubled.
the kick
He gets to
out.
Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson to Bridges. What a great
There
pass.
we go.
Bridges hits. 6-point lead.
Timeout, Dallas.
Look, I'm
Sundo.
really impressed with Biombo right now.
Look at the stream numbers. They're just dropping. It's just like all the Mavs fans are just leaving the chat as we speak.
I don't think they are. As a matter of fact, I've been looking. We only have 2, and it's Talitha, and I'm going to say Sai again just because that's it. Those are the only 2 that's been in here. Because they are pals, okay? They are friends of the Valley podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
I'm officially declaring
Word.
them official Dallas Maverick
Word.
friends of the
Before
Valley.
Gabe
of the Suns Valley
what up,
all
AJ?
Hey, welcome, guys. Now all of you piss off.
I'm just saying. It's how it goes. It's how it be.
Gabe's like, we need a few more subscribers to get to that 1,000. Now piss off, all you Mavs fans.
Yeah, Rob says this game ain't over. He's right, bro. The Mavs
So-
are doing anything. Bro, I'm not letting Biombo out of this game, if I'm being honest with you. Like, Biombo, you're playing great defense right now. I can trust you to play defense on anybody at this point. The way he's playing defense on Luka, the way he's playing defense on anybody who's in front of him, big or small. Like, Biombo is actually doing really well, and it's surprising.
He's the Luka stopper.
It's crazy if he continues to do it. Like, who would have thought?
So everybody's saying, oh, the Suns can still come back. We're close. But my fear is that this is going to be like it was last game, where we kept making it close, getting it close, and then they just kept pulling away. I mean, that's the lead we gave them.
Second half, man.
One team said it. The missed
6
4
a few
3
times.
throws is the game right now. He's right.
That and smoking layups. Those little
Yeah, that too.
floaters.
Cam Payne smoking layups.
Yo.
Salt says, how does everything go wrong
Right,
in,
Salt.
in Orleans
That's my
6?
point. That's my point. Like, this is proof that we can beat this team anytime we really want to, because like everything's going wrong for us and it's going right for them, and we're still only down by, like you said, 6. Like, it's kind of wild.
Ayton sure as hell don't want to right now.
We'll see.
I don't know what the fuck they've been doing during their time in Dallas, but they ain't been watching enough tape.
They've been James Hardening.
I hate this commercial so much. Mountain Dew.
Oh, man, I miss
Everybody thought
PJ
the
Tucker.
Spurs are gonna get
You know who I miss?
dude.
Oh, I was gonna say same thing,
Not
Gabe.
one.
I was gonna. You know who I miss? PJ Tucker.
PJ.
You said they're getting Levine.
Well, that's what all the so-called expert guys or whatever keep saying. I don't know. Not a fan.
I mean, he's doing pretty good with like a lot of guards there. Maybe he could be even better if there weren't quite so many guards.
I just cannot believe these fouls in CP3, bro.
Pretty bad. Romp just put a bet in on the Suns.
What do you take?
Plus
Plus
330.
I don't know how these guys are getting these crazy odds, man.
Your bookie been lying to you. Luka driving. He's back to Bullock, over to Kleba. Better defense so far. Oh my God. Now we got the walking L guarding Luka. Luka to the rack, too easy. Way too easy.
He wants a foul. He's like, give me a foul, bro. What you talking about?
Screen from Ayton. Booker driving. Oh, blocked by Kleba off the backboard. He went with his left hand on the right side of the rim. I don't know what that shit was about. Dorian Finney-Smith with the three.
GG.
That's ball
Yep.
game.
That's GG right there.
GG Mavs.
Monty might as well empty the bench.
Wow, Ayton. Look how testosterone-less Ayton looks right now, dude. What the fuck is that, bro? And that's game for sure.
Mm-hmm. That'll do her.
Get him off the court. Get him off the court. I mean, maybe just start breaking down the L right now. What happened, bro?
They hit a lot of shots and we didn't. Salt just said it in the chat, bro. How is it that everything go wrong for us in this game was still close? Like, this goes to prove, like, we can still play bad and we can still keep the game relatively close and look decent. Like,
yeah,
when we go back to Phoenix, we're gonna look good and we're gonna win.
I think bottom line, everybody, national media, myself included, as a nobody media member, I think everybody was taking the Mavs way too lightly after losing 2 games to the Suns, and I think the Suns took Dallas way too lightly. The Suns were talking all kinds of shit. Suns, Luka, sorry, they were making fun of Luka in the postgame show. Booker and Chris Paul looking at each other, giggling when they were asked about Luka.
Not yet.
You know? So I think everybody just underestimated the Mavs. I mean, I think a big part of it was the fact that the Jazz are such trash, so nobody believed in the Jazz. So it wasn't like them beating the Jazz perked anyone's ears up. But the Mavs have fighters. They have good defense when they want to play good defense. They have shooters.
Listen to me. Everything you're saying is right.
It is what it is.
But
I mean,
we still been playing like garbage.
Let's put it this way: we're super upset with the refs, right? We feel like the refs fucked us in the beginning of the game. But if you keep the refs exactly the way they were, if you just look at the 3-point shooting performance that we allowed, that's enough right there. They would have won even if the refs were calling a good game, because of the 3-point shooting that they performed and the lack of closing out that we did. They would have beat us. And maybe they only would have beat us by 1, bro, but they would have beat us. What do you think, Gary?
Yeah, the same. I think that with the 3 game, but it's like you're going to have guys that are – people aren't going to be hot all the time, but you've got guys that have been cold since this series started all at the same time. And it's when you've got – like you said earlier, what they're doing with Chris Paul and kind of baiting him into fouls and things like that. I mean, we've talked before about how the Suns go how he goes, and ever since he's looked like shit, the whole team's looked like shit. That dude, what's his name, Brandon. Like, I agree 100% with what he's saying at the beginning of the game, getting guys, especially Ayton, involved. You know, like we were talking about that at the beginning of this game and after last game. But it's at the same time when we're talking about Booker needing to take over the game and he's passing, like, guys aren't knocking down shots. You know what I mean? He's trying to get guys involved. Maybe it's too late now, but I mean, you got guys missing threes, you got guys smoking layups and little baby jumpers and floaters and stuff like that. And it's like when you're missing those types of shots, I mean, as bad as you're saying like the refs fucked you guys, or whether you think that or not, with everything going on, like Salty said earlier, as bad as it was, you've managed to get this game to 6 multiple times and just can't close out, can't do anything because there's no consistency from anybody except for
Cam Johnson hit the 3.
Don't get excited. They're gonna come down here and get another open 3. It's just too late, man. We spotted them such a big lead in that first quarter. I said it in the first quarter. I was like, yo.
That was such a piss poor foul call.
I was like, yo, I never say this early on because I always think we can hang on at any point in the game. But I was like, in the first quarter, I'm like, this looks like an L already. Oh, Booker definitely fouled the shit out of him.
Yeah,
Booker's had enough.
Frustration foul.
I don't know. I just feel like you should reward somebody with their head down going to the basket, not even looking.
But that's the thing too, man, is like if the refs are calling every little contact foul and you've got Bridges and not boxing out a body, he's boxing out a dude's head, and you got Booker flailing his arm up. Like, if you know they're looking to call every little thing, why are you giving them stupid shit to call? You know what I mean? It's not like they're kind of letting some stuff go and you're going to be a little more physical and do stuff. It's like there was just a lot of dumb, things and Chris Paul doing his thing. Like I said, he does it all the time. It doesn't get called. I don't think it should have been called a foul, but like trying to hurry up and throw his body in front of Brunson to get the little cheap foul or whatever. It's like they're calling everything this game. Why are you doing dumb shit like that? Just take the ball
with the floater.
Just wasting possessions.
Guys, if you have not hit the like button already, please do. We need it. All right? We need it. Brunson with Booker on him. 5 minutes to go. Kleba back to Brunson. Backing down Book. Little spin, little floater. It's good. No defense there, right? I mean, he kind of tried, but
stayed with him, yeah.
Man. Booker, pump fake, step back, no good. DA closed out, couldn't get the rebound.
They called a foul on DA, or they called a foul on them, I think.
I think it was on them. We called Brunson, wasn't it? Oh, he left him.
Should have been doing that earlier, Ayton.
Yep.
What'd he do?
Hit a floater.
Little floater.
You just stop watching.
Brunson to the rack, blocked off the backboard there by Ayton. That was nice. Suns down 11. Mikhail pulls a mid-range. Brunson goes to the ground and he says, well, what do you mean? Every other time I've gone to the ground, I've been rewarded. How could this not be the same?
I'm not gonna lie. That's definitely off Bridges.
Oh, that's off Bridges for sure. That's Mavs ball, bro. That's Mavs ball. And Jason Kidd is smartly reviewing it. You know. Let's see. Oh, that might have been off Brunson.
It was off Brunson.
That's close.
How could someone with T-Rex arms slap it when Mikhail's elastic arms are there? That doesn't make any sense. Man.
You genius. I'm that guy.
I'm still
Sorry.
feeling that way. I
I'm
actually
that
feel
guy.
that
Sorry.
way. Because the refs are going to be...
Y'all were feeling the exact same way when we played the Pelicans last series.
Yeah, the Pelicans series taught me a lot, man.
You guys
about
were feeling
this
the
team.
exact same way when we played the Pelicans last series.
Yeah.
So, I said Suns in 5 just because I figured they would still win at home like they did last game. I didn't think our team would come out and not play as well in game 4 because but who knows, we could have what's his face next game and then we'll just be all over and everybody will
So what do
freak
you
out.
think
And
will
then
change?
people, Scott Foster shows up. Oh my gosh, it's terrible for us.
Yeah. What'd you say?
What do you think will change for Game 5? Different from
They'll actually go to Ayton at home. They'll actually feed Ayton first, and they'll actually close out on shots. And the refs, more than likely, the refs are going to give the Suns a little bit more home cooking. Maybe the refs will be unfair in favor of the Suns. That just seems to be how it works at home. Yeah, this could go either way, man. I don't know. Romp says Lucas shot 8 for 23 this game. Damn. And we didn't make him pay. I mean, it would suggest, like, if Bridges was the one that touched it last, then, well, I don't know. I don't know if that angle is good enough. I wish there was a better angle.
Roy says we need to go on an 11-0 run.
Good math there, Roy.
Yes, Roy, we do.
Yeah.
You're correct.
After review, the call on the court stands. Wow.
I mean, the ball went out like it was off Brunson.
Yeah. The direction that Brunson swiped is where the ball went, but that doesn't mean that he couldn't have, because
people in the chat are saying it's the refs, but bro, okay, regardless, like Gabe said, if the refs still called a good game, the Dallas Mavericks still shot a great amount from 3, and we did leave them wide open a million times.
Open 3 for Booker in the corner is good. 4 minutes left, and the Suns are down 8.
I mean, yes, the refs helped, but bro, they outplayed us today. That's just all there is to it. But the game was still close, so it should be encouraging. They outplayed us, and the game was still close in the third quarter at some point. So
Luka guarded by the walking L. Luka whips it to Bullock. An actual closeout from Ayton, but he hits the 3. Hits the 3. Booker screen here. Gets get to McHale. Doesn't want the 3. He's been scared all game. But that's fine. At least we take the 2. At least he finishes with a bucket. Luka backing down the walking L at half court. Luka driving, bumping the walking L, kicking out to Brunson for an open 3, which is good in the exact same spot. The Suns do not learn their lesson, do they? Do they? Booker takes a screen. Got Luka on him, getting doubled. Might have smacked Luka in the face.
Oh my gosh. Bro, I'm telling you what, if I'm the Suns and I'm coaching, next game, I'm giving him something to flop about. You know, get what I'm saying? Like, if he wants to flop, let's give him something to flop about. Let's really elbow this man in the face. Let's really punch him in the ribs. Let's really beat him up. That's what I would be doing right now. Let's really give him something to flop about. But no, it's the NBA. They can't do that anymore because it's a kitty cat league. We can't have the bad boy Pistons no more. We can't even have bad boys 2 in Detroit, and they weren't even that bad.
Luka shoots a step back on the walking L and air balls. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left. Chris Paul put out an absolute... What's the opposite of a virtuoso performance?
Salt, we'll see.
Booker whips
No
out to
one question I would ask you. Ooh,
McHale.
Mikal
No
Bridges
good on the
misses.
3. Cam Johnson dives in for a rebound. That was weird. Gets it to Ayton. Back out to Crowder. Wide open 3. No good. Long rebound to Kleba.
See, look, they're hitting threes. We're not. So there you go.
Luka backing down Cam Johnson. Senior walking L. Bumps him, spins on him, and cooks the walking L. Cooks him, and Luka has a handsome smile for the crowd.
Who are they?
Look at this. Cam's so scared that another bump is coming that when he spins, Cam is like lunging forward to try to fight the bump. It's a great move, man.
Michael Finley. Do you remember Michael Finley?
Of course. Finley was dope, man. Finley could dunk, bro. Finley could score like crazy, but he could dunk real nice. Young bucks like Romp won't ever remember Finley.
Right. They won't remember Michael Finley, most underrated player in the NBA. I said it.
He was nice. Man.
I love the debate in the chat talking about how the Mavs only have Luka and the Pelicans had more talent than the Mavs did last series. It's a funny little debate.
Except, go on.
Somebody said that the Mavs only have Luka and then the Pelicans have CJ McCollum, Ingram, and blah, blah, yada, yada, yada. And the Mavs, like, but I don't know, like, the Mavs have some good talent. I mean, honestly, I don't think any of these guys are like that super good, but they have names. They have good role players in their squad. It's not just Luka.
No, they might have more, like you're saying, bigger names.
They just have a lot of. They just have a lot. Yeah, they just have. They just have a lot of dudes that just aren't popping. Like they're not household names. So you're thinking, oh, it's only Luka.
Shammy always bangs out from the corner, dude. It's crazy.
It's like your guy with the quick dunks.
Seriously. Luka got Wainwright on him now. What a fun little.
That's crazy.
A fun little wrinkle. Fun.
Yeah, but if we put in our bench.
Now he gets a switch to Holiday. Perfect pass to Kleba. Frozen defense. Frozen defense. Speaking of looking like me on 2K. What, so now we call a timeout? Monty, it's over. It's too late for that, Monty. You're not the coach of the year anymore. No one's fooled. No one thinks that's going to happen.
I got to go here pretty soon. So the game's over, right?
Oh, it's been over.
Some talking points, because I feel like something that Romp said, when was it? Was it during one of our post games, or was it during one of our little videos that we do with SB Ambalazer then? And I just wanted to think about this. Is Monty the coach to take this team to a championship? Because watching this entire game, that's been going through my mind. I just want to leave you with that.
I'd almost rather see Chris Paul in a suit at this point.
Yeah, but I'll leave you with that. Time for me to go. I got to go see my mama.
All right, man. Happy Mother's Day. Yep.
Catch y'all later.
Later.
Peace out.
All right, let's take a look here at the end of the game. They're running the clock out-ish. Got 10 seconds left. Ntilikina back to Marquise Chris. The Orc Man shoots a 3 and misses. Biyombo with the rebound. 13 seconds. Time running off. Aaron Holiday. Screen here from Biyombo. Aaron Holiday, high floater, good. Something you haven't seen Campaign do in a long time. So, Mavs get even. They don't get mad. And it is 2-2. So, going back to Phoenix, but, once again, you're not a Suns fan. I'd love to hear your opinion here on what you saw.
just more the same, man, as the first game. Like they seem lazy, lethargic. Like they're just not real lazy on defense, and like they just don't care on offense. Like there's not much off the ball movement. Every time, whether it's Book, Payne, or CP3, they come off the screens by Ayton. Ayton just kind of stands there. He takes a couple steps back. He's not rolling to the basket. They're not really rolling with, so like they're even trying to run a legit pick and roll. You would think it would be there, you know, but I mean, I don't know how many times the Mavs are going to run the exact same play, swinging the ball around to get to the corner threes or the, up a little bit towards the elbow, and you don't realize, like Sundo and I were saying earlier, give them the lane then. Wait, start getting eaten alive by layups and floaters as opposed to threes all game, especially when they're that hot. Like Romp saying, no adjustments from Monty. I don't understand why he's going with such a short lineup when, I mean, sometimes you just need it. It doesn't have to be, we're going to put Aaron Holiday in and he's going to turn the series around. I mean, sometimes it's just a different look for the other team. You know what I mean? Or other guys that are starting to lose minutes, see other guys that have been sitting on the bench all year taking their minutes, and maybe you put the motivation or whatever, because that's what it seems like. It seems like just a lack of motivation these last two games, like just little to no effort on both ends of the court. And the biggest thing I think is CP3 having 7 turnovers, wherever it was last game. He looked like trash this game. It's like, I get what you guys are saying. Maybe they'll feed it more at home, Ayton, things like that. But it seems like when he gets going, it's because Chris Paul's getting him the ball and kind of yelling at him and forcing him on those rolls. And like they have him, but he's not doing that. So, I mean, is he going to snap out of it and start diming, figuring out a way to get his assist, like you said before we started this? Or
how many did he end up with? 7.
7.
You asked me, like, this is one of the times I actually got it right. I didn't feel comfortable enough to bet against it, but you were like, do you think he gets his assist? I said, no, they're doing something to him.
He would have, but
maybe.
Or been in foul trouble. I mean, he sat a lot with that 5th foul. You know what I mean? And then he fouled out with half a quarter to go. So, I mean, I don't know. But either way, it shouldn't be that hard for the Suns to basically do what the Mavs have been doing to them and rotate around. You know what I mean? Get guys moving off the ball and start swinging the ball around a lot more instead of just everybody standing around watching Booker or Chris Paul dribble.
So I still expect that we're going to come out and probably beat the brakes off them next game. Because that's how the Suns act. Like, that's their... We always take teams lightly, okay? Once we think that we've got you beat, we stop playing the way that we have to play in order to win. And other teams...
If you look at it from that, yeah. No, my bad.
I'm just saying that's part of our DNA. I've always said that about the Suns. It's a part of Monty's coaching DNA, perhaps. But another part of our DNA is when we finally feel like, okay, now we're back on, now we've got some pressure against us. That's when we come out and close out on threes. And we do the right things. I've always said that Monty is an NFL coach who refuses to run the damn ball. He only wants to just air it out, quarterback to wide receivers and tight ends. That's it. And only run when you absolutely barely ever, like an Andy Reid, or give me another, like the opposite of the Seahawks coach, Sundo's coach. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pete Carroll. Like Monty just cannot give it to Ayton and go through the paint. If we think we have you beat, we're going to do what we want to do, not what gives us a W. Just what we want to do. Well, we want to do this. Well, it's not going there. It's not working. Well, yeah, but that's what we want to do, and we're up 2 games. So, okay. Crowder played decent for him. He basically played like he was a top 75 player of all time for him. Bridges, trash. I understand that you're going up against Luka, but really, are you? Because he's getting switched off onto Campaign and Chris Paul and Devin Booker almost every time. So I don't really feel like Bridges is actually doing anything to stop Luka right now, because he's not.
No.
Ayton, you had 14 and 11. That's because you're a transcendent talent. You should have had 28 and 22, but you played like you ate a fistful of Johnny Depp pills, okay? I don't know what happened to you. Terrible. Just terrible. You weren't closing out on pick and roll closeouts. Luka would drive directly at you and do a floater, and you would sometimes put your hand up, but you would never advance towards him like you were going to try to block it. One time you pushed him middle, like you're a guard expecting someone in the paint to come to your aid the way that you do for them. Well, they weren't there, and you didn't try to chase it down and block it. No. You just called out for help and stopped moving. So the thing is, man, this team gets so fucking lazy when they think they have you beat. And it's like, you've got a 37-year-old Chris Paul and a hamstring, sometimes gimpy Booker, and not really many other stars on the team. They have a top 5 player. Like, you have to do the little things, is what I'm trying to say. You have to close out. You have to try to block shots. Oh, man. I don't know, bro. I'm ready for this next game. I'm just so ready for this next game, which I don't think.
I get what you're saying with the if you're going off of the trends, or like they do this and then they do this, but if you're going off of like watching these games and like what you're seeing X's and O's wise or player performance wise and matchup wise, there's no reason to have confidence saying just because they're going back to Phoenix that the Suns are going to spank them, like you're saying.
That's how we roll, though, bro. That's how we roll. That's fine.
But right now, you're not rolling. When you lose games, when you were losing to the Pelicans, you didn't look this bad. Like over here in the chat where these guys are arguing about are the Mavs playing good defense or the Suns eating shit or whatever. It's both. Like, yeah, the Mavs are playing really good defense, but it's easier to play defense when nobody moves. You know what I mean? And then when you can just jump in the lane and contest, like they're doing a good job, especially when it comes to that. They're making guys take those awkward in-between shots. Nobody's able to get clean to the rim, really. They're having to take these little baby jumpers or these little floaters that are not really in rhythm because, you know, they're cutting out the space, which the Suns aren't doing to them. But when your offense is, let's do one lazy screen, and then everybody just stand there and watch the guy with the ball until he decides to try and force a bad pass. It's both, man. Like the Suns are making it very easy for Dallas to play defense, and Dallas is doing a very good job of capitalizing on it. So, I mean, if the Suns think they're going to roll in back home and play this style of offense, you might get a win somehow. Cause I mean, you kept it close a few times or especially this game, but couldn't capitalize. But you're not beating the brakes off of them or putting back like you did the first 2 games there, because they made adjustments after those first 2 games, and they decided they were going to really clamp up on CP3. They were going to do whatever they could to get you guys in foul trouble early on in games. And like everybody keeps saying, Monty isn't making any adjustments and won't make adjustments. So, I mean, I just don't understand how, because the logos on the court are going to change, if everything stays the same. Nothing. I mean, I don't know. I don't see a big turnaround unless there's some kind of adjustment made, because they haven't made any type of adjustment.
I need to go back to I need to go back to berating my players, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sir.
Chris Paul, this might be your worst performance in a Suns jersey. A very wise man once questioned whether or not you were point shaving. That wise man might think that again. Of course, that's ridiculous, but your performance today was atrocious. Just terrible. So it has to be said. Chris Paul.
About? Gotcha.
Chris Paul, just terrible. Absolutely atrocious. Cam Johnson, Why didn't you
before you go to a different player? The biggest thing with Chris Paul is Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you've got guys that are cold and not doing stuff. Aiton's looking lazy and things like that. But I think Chris Paul's looking like shit because Dallas decided, we're going to clamp this dude up and we're going to do everything we can to get him in foul trouble. And it's worked both games. And he's looked absolutely horrible. But go ahead.
Your boy Romp's in the chat. Well, in the stream. Teach us something, Romp.
Learn us some basketball stuff, Romp.
See, I think the Pelicans had like Herb Jones and Trey Murphy, but they're dumb defenders, like compared to Finney Smith and Reggie Bullock, in my opinion. Like, they're smarter. They won't pick up as many fouls. They won't bite on pump fakes as much. While the Pelicans, you know, they're young and they'll bite on anything Chris Paul sells. So I think that has to do with him struggling. Also, he's old, so that's coming into play. They're full court pressing him all game long.
All game
long.
The only person that gets full court pressed, him.
And they have tall players too. Like, Finney Smith is huge, so getting your shot off on him is pretty tough. Plus, when Aiden is missing easy layups, not attacking, shooting floaters rather than dunking, like,
dude,
that's not gonna help.
Early on in the game, Romp, did you see it? It was like one of the first quarter plays. He got that alley-oop, and his hands are both above the rim, and he decides to drop it in like it's a fucking claw machine.
Yeah, and Devin Booker passed it too, so Devin Booker's probably like, fuck that dude, I'm not passing no more. Like, you gotta make that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
what did you think about the refs, Ron?
Wait, what did you say? I just lagged.
What did you think about the officiating? Because you'll be shocked to hear that Gabe thinks they were working the Suns over again.
I don't know. I thought it was just how basketball
Don't
is.
say again, because I didn't think they worked us over last game.
If you played...
No, I'm saying every other game, like games against the Pelicans, like it seems to be a common thing that the league hates the Suns, apparently.
It's not that the league hates the Suns. It's that the league has a. It's not that the league hates the Suns. It's that the league has an agenda.
An agenda?
Yeah.
For Luka?
No, for Benjamin Franklin.
He's saying to stretch out series.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that, but it's also just basketball. I mean, if you played and
it's mainly
and watched like all your life, like this shit happens. And usually if you're the more aggressive team, you're gonna get more calls. And if you're the Suns, like, dude, no one drives with any aggression on your team. When you guys lose games. When you guys win, it's a different story. But tonight, Bridges, every time he drove, he wasn't looking for contact. Campaign, same thing. D-Book was the only one willing to get hit and trying to sell for calls and actually driving aggressively. Aiden was putting up floaters. Like, you're not going to get calls doing that type of shit. It's just that simple.
Tori.
You saw Brunson, too. Every time he went to the lane, he was looking for the contact, and he was also selling the contact.
Tori says, you guys gave up 23s and only scored 101. Can't put this on the refs at all. I said, Tori, that even if the refs called a fair game both ways, which they didn't, even if they called a good, talented refereeing game, we still would have lost to the Mavs. We still would have lost because of their shooting performance and our lack of closing out, our lack of energy. DA looked like he had been doped. Like someone put something in his food this morning that made him fucking drowsy. Chris Paul looked like he's the one that drugged him because he had just chugged a boatload himself. Bridges looks terrified to shoot from anywhere that isn't right next to the rim, right?
He looks like the moment's too big for him.
Wait, just like he did last year when I traded his ass in the mock-off season, Tori. This is the Mikhail we were getting, Tori.
He's going to play well.
This is what we were getting. And this is why I traded him for Keldon Johnson. Because Mikhail is like terrified of the bright lights on offense. So, and
you guys are lucky. Jay Crowder's like shooting unreal this series because he's like taking it off the dribble too, hitting floaters.
I know
it's not his game, but he's hitting it. And the Mavs are probably purposely doing that, making him dribble. And they're like, oh, we'll live with Jay Crowder taking it off the dribble, but he's actually making them pay for it. Everyone else, whew.
And plus, Tori, at that time, Keldon Johnson was doing work in the Olympics. So put that in your pipe.
So, like, switch over to Booker. What do you think about Booker? Because in my opinion, if Booker is what Kobe or whatever you guys think and what half the people think he is and everything else, in these playoff games, when you get it inside of 10 points, a guy who's a top, I mean, if you're talking Kobe, you're talking a top 5 or whatever of all time. But even if he's a top 10 player in the league now, it should be no problem for that level of a player to take over a game and go get a win.
He should be taking over, and he's not. He can't.
He never does.
He can't. Like, there's a difference between, why isn't DA playing like he has an XY chromosome? Like, why is like it's
superstar.
It's not a isn't or can't or like why won't he? It's he can't. Booker does not seem like he can take over right now. I don't know why. And
you don't think so?
Does it? I mean,
I
don't.
Never have. That's always been my reason for not being completely like, oh yeah, Booker should be on this level with like Luka and what
I've seen him do it before. Like I won't say that he never can, because he can absolutely take over, but he isn't, and it doesn't like he can do it right now.
Yeah, in November against the Pistons, he can do whatever. That's fine. But I'm saying when it matters in the playoffs, in the finals.
What are you talking about? When it came time to close out the Lakers, he would put 45, like back-to-back 40-point performances in the finals against the Bucks. He started out the series with back-to-back 40 performances against all those clampers.
Team was playing well and they win. I'm saying when the team's playing like shit, the game's within a manageable one guy take over, a legendary or a superstar type player take over the game. When does he do that? I'm not talking about when CP3's diamond and doing his work in the fourth quarter. Mikhail's locking people down. Aiton's
your mouth.
And everybody's doing their thing. I'm saying like shit isn't going ideal.
I ain't talking about Posy track.
To put him on their back.
I think you got him there, Gary. I think you got him. He's speechless.
I'm not gonna lie, dude.
I'm not gonna lie. I like Booker. I think he.
I'm not gonna argue a lie just to seem like I'm winning a conversation. That's not how you don't win conversations or arguments by lying. You know?
Yeah, I don't think it's really even much of like a debate. Like I'm just saying, like I think we're just talking about different things. You're saying like the dude puts up big numbers in big games. Yeah, but I'm just saying like even if it's not big numbers, like say he would have had 10 points throughout the game and in the fourth quarter CP3 goes out and they've got it down to a 6-point game. If you're that level of a player, you put the team that's playing like shit on your back and you find a way to grind out a win. I mean, it at least looks like you have a chance of doing it. You don't always win those games, but you know what I'm saying? Like
Tori, it's the same.
Great players do that.
Tori, it's the same invite, man, as the last one I sent you. I need to get back to berating these players. All right.
Yo, can I say something to him?
Yeah.
So remember before the series, I was like, you're saying how Aiden has a huge mismatch on the Mavs, but I was saying like, does that really matter? Because
they won't go to him.
They won't go to him. Plus, the Mavs' strength is perimeter defense. That's why, dude, every shot Booker takes is a tough shot. But if you look at Luka, that dude generates such good shots. And that's the difference between CJ McCollum and Brandon Ingram. That's why I'm worried about the Suns. I think you guys will still pull it off. But right now, the Mavericks offense, they can generate such good looks because if you don't clog the paint on Luka, he's going to abuse Mikal Bridges and probably get fouled, or he's just going to get an easy layup because he's like 300 pounds. And then if you collapse the paint, he's going to kick it out to the open man because his passing is insane.
And if they're hitting like they were tonight,
most likely during a game, most likely they're going to have a streak where they're fucking hitting. That's the type of team they are. So
Buffalo guy,
that's what you got to worry about.
Buffalo guy, I agree. He's definitely not a top 10 player, dude. He's not a top 10. Booker's not a top 10 player yet. We've got Torrey in the house. Oh,
10 players that do
we can get it like this. Why isn't this working, man? Well,
the messy hair, beautiful.
I just got done playing Rec Grump. I was playing real basketball.
So you and Romp are sharing a window because the 4-person game cast has not been set up. Apparently not.
I thought you did.
Apparently not. It's all good.
I need to go. I need to go over here. Okay, that's fine. That works.
Yeah. You looking good.
Yeah. I just got an overtime win.
So
can't say the same for your
in Rack, nice.
Yeah. But
so you've been very bullish on the Suns.
Oh yeah, I still think it's easy Suns in 6.
Come again?
Easy Suns in 6.
Sorry, are you speaking French? Because I don't think anybody.
I still think it's easy Suns in 6.
Why?
I think you guys will go home. No. I think you guys will go home. You guys played well at home the first 2 games of the series, right? I feel like Monty's going to pull his head out of his ass. You guys are going to go home. You guys are going to win game 5 at home. And then when you have a closeout game on the line in game 6, you guys will actually bring your stuff to Dallas. That's how I think the series goes. That's just gut feeling. I don't watch this game at all, but that's what my gut is telling me. But also my gut told me Suns in 4, so I might just be a dumbass.
No, man. It's somewhere in between Suns in 4 and dumbass.
But yeah, I just want to defend McHale, man. That's all I came here for, to be honest.
How are you going to defend McHale? He ain't even guarding Luka.
He had a great first round. He had a solid first 2 games of the series, and then when your whole team is asleep, apparently in games 3 and 4, all of a sudden McHale can't handle the bright lights. I don't understand that. Like, the dude was terrific in round 1. And you were saying that in round 1 too, and his numbers were actually up compared to where they were for the season. I don't think it's a situation where he can't handle the bright lights. You were hard on him last year, too hard on him last year.
He literally looks scared to shoot the ball. He'll take it in and drive, but he ain't shooting no damn jumpers, bro.
Offense. I mean, how many shots did he shoot tonight? Because last game he shot 14 times, which is a decent amount for him, right? So was that the problem last game?
He just won't take jumpers. He just won't take jumpers. He's passing up wide open threes all game. That's timid. You can't win like that. If your teammate,
isn't your whole team timid today? Wasn't your whole team timid today?
Oh, Ayton was beyond timid. Ayton was like the cowardly lion in The Wizard of Oz, bro.
I mean, here's what I'm realizing. You guys were the best regular season team this whole entire season. It's hard to go through an entire playoffs and not have games where you're just not fully mentally into it. And I feel like, okay, that might be the case for McHale for these 1 or 2 games, but every time I've tuned in and watched you guys this year, I think he's been really good. Statistically, in the first round, he was very, very solid. In the first 2 games, he wasn't terrible.
But, bro, he's not even guarding Luka. That's what's upsetting me, because if you're not guarding Luka and you can't score, I mean, he had 6 points, bro. 6.
I mean, he has to step up and do a better job on Luka, but also Luka's Luka.
But they switch everything. We're still switching everything.
Are you guys really?
Everything, dude.
But
I'd say the person.
That's my thing. Even on the switches, like, he's not shutting down. I mean, obviously, no one's going to shut down Luka. But I mean, if you're arguably defensive player of the year, and everybody thought he was throughout most of the year, and then you're not even really slowing down Luka. But then, like you're saying, well, they're switching and doing everything else. Whoever, like even on the switches, Luka's getting 11 assists. So I mean, is he throwing across court? You know what I'm saying? Like he's not really. Nobody's shutting anybody down when the Mavs are shooting 60% from the 3-point line in the first half of both last games. So I mean, that has a lot to do with team defense. I'm not throwing all that on Mikal, but it's like, man, if you've got a top 2, top 3 defensive player of the year on your squad, like he's just.
Why isn't he?
I agree with
why
Torrey.
isn't he? I
agree with Torrey that he's not gonna make his impact on offense, but it's like I'm just not seeing it these last 2 games on defense. It's like, but again, no one really is.
Yeah, so that's why I don't know. I feel like something like that will happen where your whole team is sleepwalking through 2 games, and you'll use it to confirm that opinion about Mikal, even when the prior 8 games he's played pretty well.
No. I'm not trying to necessarily confirm. All I was doing was drawing the point for you that this is who he was all last playoffs. All last playoffs, he was like 6-point Mikal with one good game against the Nuggets here or there.
I mean, against the Nuggets, he averaged 16 a game on solid shooting splits. Again, in the finals, he averaged 12 a game, but on like great shooting splits, 50, 40, 90. I mean, I don't know. Like, that's the thing is, you probably don't want him trying to get his own shot consistently, right?
He's normally getting all kinds of backdoor cuts for open buckets. He's running the court, getting steals, getting fast break opportunities. He's shooting threes, guarded or open. Last night, he just won't even shoot the 3. Like, if your teammate, like, you love passing the ball, Torrey. When you hook your teammate up who's a good shooter with a perfect, juicy, Luka-like dime, and it hits them square in their hands, and then they are so terrified in their own head about pulling the trigger that they put it on the ground and go do some other bullshit. It's so frustrating. It hurts the flow of everything. You have to at least attempt the 3. And he won't.
How many times has he done that in the past couple games?
It was like at least 2-3 times today where I saw it. At least 3 times today.
I mean,
but that's a pattern.
But here's the thing: you guys move the ball really well, so a lot of times it's passing up a good shot for a great shot, right? Like the team works to get great looks. I mean, that's part of it when you have that mentality is guys might pass up some really good looks to try and get a better one, even if it's a look that they absolutely should shoot. So it's kind of a situation, this is just my opinion, where you kind of have to live with that if you're an offense that works the ball around and tries to get higher quality shots. So I don't know, like he has to defend. If you guys are switching everything, that's the bigger issue. I don't think Mikal, I mean, your whole team struggled today. Mikal was awesome in the first round. He was fine the first couple of games, and then your team was asleep in Dallas. So if you got like, I don't know, I feel like, again, my opinion, having not watched the game, I just feel like Mikal isn't blinded by the bright lights at all. I just don't agree with that.
Then why won't he pull the trigger when he's wide open?
I just explained it. That would be my guess, because I mean, this is a dude who's won national championships in college. He played in the finals last year and played better in the finals than he did the round before. Like he's had big moments in big games. It's just a situation where if you work the ball around and try and work your offense for a good shot, sometimes you're going to have guys pass up really good looks that they should be shooting. It might seem, they're blinded by the bright lights, but I mean, that's a product when you work the ball a lot.
Romp, am I crazy?
Is
it somewhere in between?
Right, he's playing like a pussy right now.
I mean,
they all are, man. The biggest problem is that Dallas made adjustments between Phoenix and Dallas, and Phoenix hasn't been able to adapt to it or adjust to it. I mean, it's everybody looks like shit.
I will say this: he's the only guy I have confidence in guarding Luka 1-on-1.
But Monty isn't forcing that issue. Everyone gets to guard. I think the person, this could be wrong. I could be wrong. It felt like the person that guarded him the most was Payne.
But the person that guarded him the best was Bismack.
Yes.
I think Aiden could guard him the best, honestly.
Ayton is better than Payne or Cam Johnson. Literally, like, if you could hear what's going on in Cam Johnson's head when he has to guard Luka, it sounds like this.
Why'd you guys have campaign on him for like 6 minutes in the third quarter? That was crazy.
Because we're desperate and we're trying anything.
The thing is, though, I'm giving props to campaign because he was competing with Luka, and sometimes he actually forced him into a tough shot and he missed it. The thing is, though, the other guys, like, they didn't play as physical as campaign on Luka. Like, they were, like you said, Cam Johnson was screaming already. Campaign, he wasn't afraid of the matchup. He was just way outmatched. That's feel Monty for putting him in a terrible situation.
Yeah, I agree with that. I just feel like even if you shut him down, because he was 9 for 25 tonight, you have to send so much help when you don't have a good defensive player on him or not a good matchup on him. So if you're switching into like campaign on him or even Cam Johnson on him, Booker on him, Chris Paul on him, whoever, it's a situation where you have to send more help, and then that opens things up, and that's why he has 11 assists tonight. So that's the thing is you can't, if you're switching into suboptimal matchups, man, you can't take away both his scoring and his playmaking.
What were you going to say, Gary?
Burner. Bold of you to assume Payne is thinking when on the court. Oh.
You guys need Sarge back.
That's literally out of the question now. He just got his meniscus probably scrapped.
You need some thick, like, chunky players to match up with Luka. You got too many scrawny, long boys on Luka.
I've been saying since the beginning they need to.
Or how about we just go back to letting Luka score 45, but we clamp up on shooters? I'm down for that. That's my plan.
Yeah, but that only worked because you got off to such a hot start.
But we were also clamping shooters.
Yeah, that's true. But most of the games, they still got like over 100. So their offense is chilling. If they stop you guys and force, I just think Luka's so good. He's gonna generate good looks for the Mavs. It's just about hitting shots. It's really that simple for them.
Back to berating the players. Campaign. What happened to you? Who hurt you, Campaign? Did a girl cheat on you this week? Or last week? Or right before the playoffs started? Did you walk in on your girl getting her cakes rammed, Campaign? Because you're playing like someone you love got their cakes rammed and you walked in on it. Like you're a man with a broken heart who can't focus on the game of basketball. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Gabe, I got a question for you.
Go for it.
Which players are playing like they have balls?
Crowder.
Yeah, I would
Booker.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's playing like he has balls. And,
he got one ball.
And the little bit that I've seen Shamet play. You know?
Shamet?
The little bit Shamet's come in.
On the court.
Well, when he does come in, I'm never mad at him.
Shamit played 9 minutes, had 2 points, and no other stats.
But just you're asking me like who looks like they're
really
not.
Low.
It's that bad, bro.
Biombo and McGee got balls.
Okay, Biombo's got balls, and McGee finally had a better game today. He did not look good the first 3 games of the series.
How about Aiden starting off the game and not even contesting shots?
Crazy. Like, Tori, there was a couple of times where Luka ran straight at him in a dead, fat, slow sprint and pulled a floater, and Ayton didn't move his feet. One time he didn't move his feet or raise his hand. The second time he at least put his hand up.
But also that was on Bridges, man. He died on the screen. And Ayton was forced into either I contest Luka, and if I contest Luka, he's going to lob it to Powell because Bridges kept dying on screens.
He was getting blown up, dude.
Well, that just throws it back to the first one of the first things I ever heard you say on a stream, I almost called you Eric. Gabe. Low T DeAndre, right?
This was a classic no testosterone performance. Like, it's bad, dude. He was scared. But the real thing that proved that was when he got that alley-oop earlier in the game and he tried to lay it in above the rim with two hands. Like, instead of dunking it. Yes! And he missed it. It rattled out. So, and then there was this one time where he got pushed to the ground by Finney Smith, and then he rolls over and Finney Smith reaches in to just take the ball from him. And this is after a whistle. Did you see that, Romp?
There was the one turnover at the end of the game, like he just lost it. And there was just like a bunch of Mavs players around him. It's like, dude, you're 7 foot. Just hold on to the ball and get fouled. Like, how is Aiden not going to the foul line against the Mavericks? That's crazy to me.
Because he's not getting the ball very often, but when he does,
he's fading away.
He gets into the paint and does his little floater, his little baby jumpers.
2 free throws for the only 7-footer on the court.
But the last 2 games, man, the Mavs are doing a really good job of getting between people in the paint when they do try to go in. Everybody's taking those little garbage shots. It's not just Ayton.
Quick question about the Sixers. How come Embiid's allowed to wear that cool-ass black mask, but LeBron couldn't?
Because he owns the league.
Who owns the league?
Foster tonight.
You have...
We have Scott Foster.
Well, I don't know, man. That's... I think I've berated everyone enough. Holiday, I wish you could play.
Nah, not campaign enough.
Campaign.
I think you guys needed to upgrade him at the deadline this year, and you guys didn't. I've been on the record not being a fan of campaign. I've told.
Do you think Aaron Holiday would be an upgrade over him?
I mean, you can't rely on either of them. And you need
So
guys
just-
at this point. You need your backup point guard. You need to be able to rely on him. You don't have like. He's your 7th man. Cam Johnson's your 6th man. Campaign's your 7th man, and you can't rely on him. And the thing is, he wasn't even good this year. Like, he didn't shoot the ball well. He's never been a good defensive player. Like, he can play make a little bit, and he can get hot and knock down shots, but it's not something you can consistently rely on. That's how I've always felt about him. And that's why I told you, even after last year, he had a great season last year. He hasn't been good this year. His shooting went from 44% from 3 last year. This season, he shot under 34% and 41% from the field. Like, you got a guy that comes in and can't knock down shots and doesn't play great defense. So, and that's your 7th man. That is the problem. That is a big problem for you guys right now. I think that's more of a problem than anything like Mikhail's doing or whatever. Is your 7th man, your backup point guard, you can't rely on to come into playoff games and give you a boost.
Yeah, Dima, I'm getting real sick of campaigns dancing. This dude, I've never seen a happier...
Now you get it.
I've never seen a happier, more go-lucky dude before a game that comes out and plays like a rat that crawled out from a juicy dumpster, bro. It's just like... He played, like, I watched his pregame. Dwayne Rankin, one of the Suns reporters, had a camera on him in his pregame, and he was shooting threes, lighting it up. And I was thinking about betting on him, and I was like, you know what? No, I don't. Even though he's hitting all these threes, he ain't going to do it in the game. And sure enough, it don't matter what he dances or how much he twerks. He's trash now. Bro. Definitely got to stop dancing.
Next year, if you guys are dancing again, I swear. Because remember the Bucks used to do that WWE intro in the locker room? Remember that? They didn't win when they did that shit. Remember Cam Newton? He would have like a whole parade after touchdowns back in his MVP days and fall short. Like, champions just don't do that.
Iverson's right, though. He said Tyrese Halliburton would be so nice right now. It would be.
I've thought that multiple times this stream, but I didn't want to do that.
It'd be exactly what the doctor ordered. It would be exactly what we need. A competent stud, too.
Yeah.
You guys just need players who could create their own shot outside of Chris Paul and Devin
I'm
Booker.
fine with the roster we have. What
And
I
Bridges can do
need,
that, but he's
what I
afraid to
need
do
is
it.
people to close out on fucking threes. That's all I need. Close out on threes.
You know what would help with that though? Having a better defensive point guard off the bench. Somebody with length. I don't know. I've never liked campaign on this team.
Dude,
I think you guys gotta upgrade him.
Aaron Holiday's a pretty good defender, and Aaron Holiday plays way more
like
in control.
6'2" at best.
He's long.
How long?
He feels like... What?
Has Jay Crowder been your best player this series? And like I'm
You're
not even
dead ass
joking
serious.
about
He
that.
probably is. He probably is.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Burner said Tory? Yeah.
Well, Gabe's acting like he knows, so.
But also, I don't think I've berated Cam Johnson enough, okay?
Oh yeah, I was waiting for that.
Cam Johnson.
I've never heard this before.
So, I don't know what happened to you, Cam Johnson. 4 for 10 doesn't look that bad. 3 for 7 doesn't look that bad, right? From 3. But I didn't know you were such a bad defender. Why didn't you tell us so we could be aware going into this thing that you were the world's worst defender of Luka? Let someone know. Like, don't be shy. Pull Monty aside and say, Mr. Monty, sir, if there's any way that you could, and I don't want to step on any toes here, but if there's any way that you could maybe not put me on Luka because I'm actually terrified. I actually shit in my pants before the game. So if you could not let someone know. Stop putting on a brave face and acting like you can guard him. You can't. I mean, Luka has never looked better. He's never looked sexier. He almost looks skinny when he's being defended by Cam Johnson. He torches him that bad. His moves look crisper when they're against Cam because Cam falls for all of them. It's like me trying to guard you, Tori. Just feet sliding all over the place. Okay? And not in a good sliding way. Oh my God, man.
Okay, so Cam Johnson.
Andy can't play. Andy can't shoot or nothing. Go on.
Would you say he was a good on-ball defender this season? Or was he like a good on-ball defender against guys that weren't stars?
So here's the thing. He used to
stars, or what's his deal?
On offense, or sorry, on defense, he used to look like, we used to be like, hey, Cam Johnson, no one talks about him being good on defense because McHale's so good and because Crowder's a defender, but he's actually not bad on defense, man, because he hustles really hard on defense and he's long enough and he tries, you know. But now it's like, no.
I mean, that was the knock with him coming into the draft, was he wasn't going to be a great defensive player, a good defensive player. Like, he could knock down threes, but that's why people gave Phoenix a lot of crap when they drafted him at 11, is because of his, like, he was one of the older prospects in the draft, and the only thing that you knew he was going to be able to do at a positive level was knock down some threes.
Right.
Like, so that's why they got heat. Now it's worked out for you guys, and he fits in really well into his role, but you absolutely do not want him against Luka. I could have told you that coming into the series.
No. I'd rather have campaign guarding Luka. It's weird. So
you know what's funny is I think Cam Johnson's, I don't know if you care about like standing reach or anything like that, but I think his standing reach is the same as like Norman Powell's.
So is that good or bad? Bad.
Yeah,
like T-Rex arms.
Yeah, like that was also one of the knocks. So it's like that's probably why he's falling for everything. Is he? I don't know. Can't easily contest or block Luka's jumpers, man. I mean, that's part of it.
Well, and then, bro,
he's listed. That's the thing. You can't just look at a guy and say, "Oh, he's 6'8". Okay, he's 6'8". There's more to it.
It's post. It's in the post. He's cooking Cam in the post.
Yeah,
it's not necessarily blow-bys.
He's more undersized than you think.
I know, because he looks big and heavy, but okay, so this last time I saw him really cook Cam, he backed down into him and bumped him, and Cam Johnson was like, oh shit, not this again. My sternum can't take it. So he gets ready to give him some back. And as he's leaning in to absorb the shot from Luka just spins right past it. It's just like, oh no, not like this. He looks like Hakeem Olajuwon with Cam Johnson guarding him in the paint. It's just terrible. So yeah, never. Like, Monty has got to put up some boundaries. These guys, if you ever find yourself guarding Luka, switch the fuck off immediately. And I don't care if you have to pull Ayton onto him and you go take whoever Ayton's guarding. That's what it's gonna have to be, because they just can't compete, man. Romp, what would you do? How would you next game go into guarding the Mavs, since we can't stop their offense for dick?
I don't know, man.
Do you like my idea of letting Luka get his and then closing out on threes?
Maybe switch Aiden on Luka.
No,
I would not put Ayton on Luka. He's gonna end up in foul trouble easily. I think.
Good call. Good call. Try
I really
again,
guys got
Romp.
Biyombo and JaVale, but I don't know. I think if you consistently put Ayton on Luka, Luka will find a way to get his and get him in foul trouble, and then it'll just be downhill.
Yeah.
I remember you saw that play where he was trying to like 360 Aiden, and he said, "Get that shit out of here."
Ayton does a great job guarding Luka. However, he will get them. He'll get fouls.
Maybe Jay Crowder, but oh man.
No. Here's what you do:
He humps Luka, and he begs for the ref to call a foul when he guards Luka. Jay Crowder.
You put McHale on him, and then you trap Luka's pick and rolls, get the ball out of his hands, and then try and rotate to shooters. Because that's the thing: if you trap and rotate correctly, you shouldn't just automatically give up open threes. It just takes everybody playing on a string and getting out quick.
Burner said we need Monty to guard Luka.
Ooh, Torrey Craig, someone said.
No, Torrey Craig's got an elbow injury. He actually missed the last 2 games, so
yeah, you guys could use him right now. But I think you just put McHale on him and then trap him, get the ball out of his hands, and then deny him and don't let him get the ball back, and make other guys make plays. Yeah. Obviously, you don't trap him like 1-on-1. You gotta, because that's the thing, is he'll see that coming, and you gotta, like, McHale has to defend well enough on an island against him 1-on-1, but then if there's any sort of pick and roll or anything, you trap that, get the ball out of his hands, and then McHale just needs to deny him. And then you make a Finney Smith make a play. Because that's the thing, is you look down their lineup, this is why I haven't really liked Dallas, is other than Brunson, who else is going to create shots for them? They're Finney Smith, Reggie Bullock, Dwight Powell,
but Bullock is hitting some open shots.
I mean, but that's the thing.
Finney Smith is hitting open shots.
But everything starts and ends with Luka. So you got to try and take Luka out of the equation. That's what teams would do to Dame. That's how the Pelicans swept us when they were a 6 seed, is everything started and ended with Dame. And we ran so much pick and roll, they just trapped it, forced the ball out of his hands, then denied him and made other guys make plays. And we fell apart. And was always our downfall in the playoffs. So that's what I think you guys got to do to Luka.
Maybe zone here and there. Just
not with the way they're shooting, but
the first 2 games.
Switch up the looks though. You can't like, they're doing the same shit. So Luka knows what's coming. You gotta just keep switching. Like the Heat and Raptors, like I don't even know what those teams are in half the time, because they go from zone to man, and then mid possession they'll switch to like zone. They're confusing as fuck.
You're saying, Gary?
The first 2 games, Luka had 35 and 45, and you guys smoked him.
That's what I want to go back to.
And no one stops him. Like, all you're really going to do is get into foul trouble if you make a big focus, or you're going to try and trap and do things like that and leave guys open for threes. Like, the defensive plan, to me, it could be completely wrong, but I'm saying just have whoever on him. Switch when it comes through, whatever. If he's going to go off for 50 or whatever, fine. Maybe beat him by 20 again. But you're not going to let all their 3-point shooters sit wide open at the elbows and the corners and wait for him to kick out, or whoever, them to swing the ball around and nobody be there to contest these wide open jumpers. And then you're getting guys in foul trouble trying to figure out who's going to stop him or do that. Nobody's going to stop him. So, I mean,
if you rotate correctly, it shouldn't be open threes, though. If you trap and rotate,
they ain't rotating at all, dog.
I mean, but that's the thing, is where they have to step up and play like a championship team, or they show that they're not a championship team and they lose. Because the first 2 games, Dallas scored 114 and 109. In game 3, they scored 103. In game 4, they scored 111. So it's not like the defense was necessarily any better in game 1 and game 2. Phoenix just put 121 and 129 on the board. So I think the defense has to be better even than it was in game 1 and game 2. You let Luka get his. They still scored better combined in games 1 and 2 than they did in 3 and 4.
Right, but the difference between the second 2 and the first 2 in the score discrepancy, in my opinion, is CP3. When you talk about campaign and all this or whatever, the fact that the guy who has been the motor of that team since he showed up is going to, in the last 2 games, he's got 11 turnovers.
Yeah.
Or whatever, he's got 10 turnovers or whatever, and score hasn't broke
5 points today.
Yeah, and he only had 12 the game he had the 7 turnovers. So it's like, yeah, campaign looks like shit, but I mean, they don't need campaign to go. You know what I mean? If CP3 and Booker's doing his thing, I mean, Booker's been the one consistent throughout. But like, even if you're getting stuff from those guys and it's close and there's a noticeable fall off when CP3 sits and Payne comes in, then like, okay, I'd put more on that. But I mean, for the minutes difference that Chris Paul's getting over Payne, and obviously he's the starter, when you break down percentages and stats they're putting out, it's not much different. So if that's the guy that you go as he goes and he's playing that bad, that's the focal point. That's what's got to change.
Oh,
on the
absolutely.
And then on the defensive end, like you're saying, if they're going to get their hover around, the low 110 range and 100 between 100 and 110 points, the only thing keeping you from winning the game is Chris Paul getting the offense going, whether that's him scoring himself or actually being able to move the ball better.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to do a better job defensively, I think, so that you can have some margin for error. Because that's the thing. If Phoenix is the better team, you should be able to do enough defensively where you can have an offensive night and still win a game. But that's the problem, is they're not obviously defending Luka well, and Dallas's offense is good enough where if Phoenix doesn't have it on that end, Dallas is able to win games. So offensively, Chris Paul has to step up, but on the defensive end, I think you got to do a little bit more. You got to have an adjustment or something different going into game 5. And I think that's what it needs to be, is just try and, as much as possible, take Luka out of the equation. Because I've heard, Gabe say, oh, maybe we should just let Luka get his and guard everybody else. But it's not like that was any better in games 1 or 2. You guys just won the game, or Phoenix just won the game because Chris Paul was playing a lot better and their offense was playing better and they took care of business in those games. So I don't think the answer is letting Luka get his. I think the answer is to try and trap him every pick and roll and then hope that McHale can do a good enough job on him when he's on an island. And then if you get the ball out of his hands, you do not let him get the ball back and you make other guys make a play, because there's really nobody other than Jalen Brunson on this Dallas team that they can rely on to create much.
I like the idea that not letting him get it back after he's passed it off, because I see that so many times. He gives it up.
You guys being engaged. You guys just got to be engaged.
You have to remember, oh shit, he gave it up. Now I need to clamp him and not let a pass get back to him. Because I see it we stop him initially and he goes, well, let me give it to you. And then they are like, well, I don't have anything either. Here, Luka, go do that thing you were about to go do to him.
See, that's the problem with campaign being your 7th man, is when you can't rely on him, and it requires playing your starters more minutes, especially your backcourt. And that's what hurts not having Torrey Craig as well, is you guys just don't have great depth right now. So it's easy for guys to get a little bit gassed, a little bit tired, and not play at the intensity they need to maybe properly do that.
I didn't think campaign played that bad today, to be honest. Besides missing shots,
his offense was also atrocious.
He was a -1. He wasn't. I know that can be deceiving, but
yeah, it can.
But
Gary,
1 for 5 and 0 for 2. 1 for 5 and 0 for 2.
Yeah, but are you blaming the loss on Campaign?
No, I was just going up and down the line berating all of them individually.
I mean, Campaign.
He couldn't be absolved.
Campaign, did you see his shooting numbers in the first round, Romp?
Yes, but like today,
31% for the field, 17% from 3. And then 3 games this series, he's still shooting 17% from 3. I mean, for a guy that's not known as a good defender, you got to have him make some shots.
He had 5 assists
and everything.
I don't think he was as bad as, like, he didn't lose this game today.
No, I'm just saying each of these individual players need a good berating. They need to be bullied back to greatness.
You just only have 6 players you can consistently rely on, and that's going to be a problem. Like, that makes it harder to play the style of defense you need to against Luka, because you don't have the depth to be able to get these guys playing that hard. Because that's the thing. The way you guys need to play requires everybody playing hard defensively, and engaged, and in sprinting on closeouts and playing denial defense on Luka and that
college
sort of
basketball defense.
Yeah. You know, the type of defense you would never see in the regular season, but you see in the playoffs from championship teams. And it's just, it's tough when you only have 6 guys you can consistently rely on. Because I don't think you can consistently rely on Campaign. I think James Jones should have tried to get a better backup point guard, somebody you can rely on. It doesn't even have to be somebody that does a whole lot, just somebody can come in and consistently make some shots and consistently play some solid defense. It's not a high bar, but I've never really been a Campaign fan. I think last year was an outlier for him. When you look at his career, it is an outlier.
It's what an outlier. If you looked up outlier in the dictionary, it would have a rat face picture of Campaign smiling, biting into a big wedge of cheese.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that was the mistake of the deadline, is not going out. Like, you got Aaron Holiday, but he hasn't proven that you can rely on him either. So I think that's the problem right now.
It's true.
Campaign sucks and Torrey Craig's out.
So Torrey Craig, I'll get to you. You looked great on the bench. I love you to death. I'm still treating you with kid gloves. Elfrid Payton, you thought you were going to avoid my smoke because you didn't play? You're talking to Monty too much. Get out of his ear. He's got enough on his plate. He doesn't need to hear from you. You should be seen and not heard, which is what my dad used to tell me when I was little and I was being too annoying. He says, son, I want you to be seen but not heard. No one needs to hear from you. Stay on the edge of the bench. Anything else you guys think I need to hit on here?
Have you talked about Ish yet?
I'd love to see Ish on him. I would love to see either Bismack or Ish guarding Luka. And so I like, someone was saying, I think Roy was saying Twin Towers, or Iverson was saying Twin Towers. Let's not do Twin Towers. Let's do Ayton and Biyombo and let Biyombo chase Luka around because of the length, the ridiculous length on Biyombo, and he, or the thickness to match Luka's thickness with Ish. What do you think?
I think you guys need Ish, because even if he just crowds him and gathers a bunch of fouls, you're not using him anyways. So I mean, if he could have eaten up half of the fouls that Chris Paul got and kind of, fuck up his rhythm or do something, I mean. If that is your game plan, is to try and at least slow down Luka more, I don't understand why you don't take a guy who isn't getting valuable minutes that you can afford to get some fouls on, but have an actual big body, a more of an even matchup when it comes to body size, because he's getting those mismatches on guys and then he's backing them down, and then he gets a lot of foul calls. So like, let Wainwright eat up some of those fouls. You know what I'm saying?
Right. What's going on, transition? Smeeto, if you really don't know, I don't blame you. It's Ish Wainwright. We had to clear a roster spot to bring him into the playoffs, but he's literally a football player. He's a tight end from Baylor. He's built like a football player. He's a really good defender. He can hit corner threes.
Throw him up against Luka, because that's the thing. You got enough offensive shooting to be able to throw Wainwright out there.
And Wainwright is not going to hoe you. He's not going to ruin the offensive flow. He's a very willing and gifted passer. He's not selfish, and
I mean, he should be taking Torrey Craig's minutes.
Absolutely.
I like that idea just to see how it goes, but the whole Biyombo and Ayton and having Biyombo guard Luka, I think would be a disaster.
Ayton or Biyombo? You're
Ayton
totally
Biyombo in the game together.
Okay.
I don't think would work, and then I don't think Biyombo slowing down Luka, man.
Biyombo did the best on him today.
He played 5 minutes though. How many possessions?
He looked good. It was like 5 possessions. It was like a possession a minute. He was on his ass, chasing him around. He forced at least 3 misses from him. He made him get the ball out of his hands. You know.
I wouldn't trust him to replicate that especially on longer stretches. But
man,
I mean, maybe I don't know. Did you play McGee on him at all? Did McGee get switched out onto him? How'd he do? Because I know he's been generally okay switched out onto guys in his career.
Switched out onto Luka?
Yeah. Did he
thank God I didn't see that very much. Thank God. No, it's looked bad this series when he did.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think of this? So Luka's shooting 31% from 3 during the series. Why are you starting the game going over screens? You know how Mikal was going over the screen and then Aiden was put in a shitty situation? Why would you start out the game doing that? If Luka's hitting threes, then you change it up. But start out the game, go under the screens, pack the paint as much as you can.
So you like the Terry Stutes approach?
Well, where was Ayton playing on the screen? Was he dropping?
He was a mixture of both. I don't know. He was playing lazy, to be honest.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
my thing is force Luka into step back jumpers.
Either go under or
it's over.
Either go under or have both guys play hard and trap and force the ball out of his hands and then deny him.
Yeah,
like one or the other. Yeah. Going over and then dropping the big is literally the worst possible thing you can do.
That's how they started the game.
That's terrible. That's the worst thing you can do, man. I
don't know if they called that, but that's how I think Aiden was just being lazy.
Lazy.
Well, just left drop scheme, man. I don't understand why.
Because it sounds good in theory, you know?
Force him into mid-range.
But what I don't like about that...
you gotta, the big will, at the end, will have to step up at some point, and it's a 2v1 situation.
I'm just a believer that NBA shooters... Like, the guys that I play at my gym, you can't really even leave them open for 3. You saw that freaking Guido that was running the point on my team, whose pants were falling down. I don't really know what Guido means, so I don't really know if it's offensive. But the dude whose pants were falling down, and like even that dude's slapping threes. So like where I play, you can't leave anyone open. So I just feel like how could you ever feel comfortable leaving an NBA player open for 3? It just, when you see that you've been left alone, there's this little jolt of disrespect that goes through your body that gives you a little extra kind of like swag about yourself. Like, you're gonna leave me open, okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and confidently stroke this. I don't want to leave Luka open for 3s. Strizzo.
Brunson was also in major foul trouble in the first 2 games and was complete ass. So that's been
he and Chris Paul flip-flopped.
Yeah.
Well,
so you got to stop Brunson too, because that's really their only other threat outside of Luka to create their own shot.
But Finney Smith went balls deep today.
Yeah, but it was all threes.
All from
Luka, if Finney Smith is going to spot up, you know Luka's going to find him and give him a nice, juicy, soft pass.
Rotate out to him and then deny Luka. And what's Finney Smith going to do with the ball if he doesn't have an open 3? Like, that's all he does is shoot threes. I mean, he obviously as an NBA player, he can do a little bit off the dribble, but I wouldn't be worried about it. Same thing with Bullock. That's crazy that they're playing him 39 minutes.
I mean, shout out to Bullock, bro. He's pulling up.
Locking down.
He is full court. You know.
Laggity in.
What, Romp?
I would love Bullock on the Sixers.
Yeah, we had him.
Someone who could full court press. Oh my god, he's a better defender than Thibault because he's smarter.
All they did was just steal that idea. They just stole that out of the Pelicans playbook. They saw that was effective.
No, that's not something crazy. It's just Chris Paul's 37 years old and he looks gassed half the game. Like I told you before the series, and you were like, nah.
He's gonna play into his 40s.
It's like Chris Paul literally refuses to shoot in the first half for one reason only. So he has energy in the second half. So I was like, why are coaches so stupid? They should literally attack CP3 on the defensive end all game long and also press him all game. Like the fact that Willie Green did not start Jose Alvarado last series was one of the dumbest things I've ever seen.
Who would you have started him over?
I would have started Jose Alvarado and had him pressing CP3 all game long. All game long.
Yep.
Yeah.
I could not believe that. And sometimes they needed a point guard too, because CJ was like, he's better off ball at times. Willie Green was pissing me off last series, I'll tell you that.
Romp, the resident coach hater.
Doc Rivers.
All inspired by me and Eric, man. We turned you into a coach hater.
I mean, I've been hating on Monty plenty as well, man. Monty is just he's a stubborn man. Everybody gets some blame. The only person that's blameless is Crowder, who shot really well for him and then hurt his ankle and came right back in and just kept giving us buckets.
Hitting shots while
the opposite last round too. That's crazy.
Oh, just the exact opposite last round. But Chris Paul, if you need to step outside and get some illegal drugs shot into you, please do. Please do. Do whatever you got to do. Give this guy some smelling salts. He's looking old real quick, bro.
Did Scott Foster ref this game?
No, and that's what's scary.
He's reffing at 8 p.m. tonight, baby.
Let's go. I'm gonna watch that just for him.
I love watching Scott Foster. His last mixtape.
All right, man. Well, thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. Shout out again to Salty. He's in the hospital. He had a little scare, and but it turned out he was just low on electrolytes, so they gave him a Gatorade enema, and he should be back ship shape. He's the one that brings up coffee enemas constantly. But yeah, man, sucky, man. Suns lose. You know, I think Romp should say it.
Suns in 4.
No. Cut that. We're gonna cut that out.
They tried you, right?
We'll cut that part out. Say the real thing.
Jinxed yourself.
Of course we jinxed ourselves. The Suns fans don't deserve nice things, let alone can't have nice things.
You better bring back the...
Oh, should I play? Yeah, that'd be a great way to end the stream. Guys, hang on.
You say it.
I do basically say it exactly like it. My buddy that's a Mavs fan just texted me Mavs in 6. That's great. Where is that video? I need to find it.
Do not stop.
Do not stop until you bring that trophy back to Arizona. And then, congratulations on the season. Go Suns. Here it is.
Until you bring that trophy home to Arizona.
Now, where are the little kids? Here they are.
Congrats on a great season. So proud of you, coaches and players. Good luck in the playoffs. Go Suns!
All right, man. We suck. Go ahead and say it, Romp.
Suns lose.
Phaedra, my kid's crying, but you don't know what the you're talking about, man. Johnson, let's go. Dunk on someone. Oh!
Frank. Second free throw for Brooks. It's off! It's off!
Passes the bitch like Biombo.
Mikhail has it. Oh, come on, baby. 4 seconds.
I didn't even know SSBBW existed.
Oh, shit!
You said both cheeks were gonna be spread.
I beat the shit out of Aaron Carter.
Cam Johnson, deep three! Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go!
Looking for somebody.
Oh, what the fuck? What just happened? What just happened?